Welcome to the V. Lenore Show. Here, we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, V style. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you are doing well. Hi, everybody who came into the chat. Kareem, you're doing excellent today. This is the second time that I know of that you were first in the chat today in someone's chat. Good for you, Kareem. And I know that because you beat me over there at Coupon Therapy. Actually, I don't think you really beat me, Kareem. I just want you to know because I messed up while I was typing, and then bam, you showed up. Darn it. Hey, Slappy Slapster. How are you tonight? I enjoyed listening to you go off yesterday. You are so hilarious. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jerome MacArthur. Hey, Onyx Blue. Hey, her daughter. Shell Loves is here. Hey, Cool Gamer. Hold on. Cougar. Adore Me is here. Hi, it's all hot air. Did I say hi to you? First Lady is here. Asia Graves, M Town Boy for you. Jill's Comfort Zone. Once again, I want to welcome you and wish you a belated happy birthday. I'm glad to hear it was a wonderful day. Yesterday was Jill's birthday. Was it yesterday, Jill? These days, I can't keep track. It was either yesterday or the day before. But anyway, this week is Jill's birthday, so wish her a happy birthday. Put some cakes in the chat for Jill. Hey, California girl. Let's see. Hey, Coupon Therapy. Hey, Cherise. Coupon Therapy, am I blocked? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I blocked? I was just asking. Hey, Cherise. Hey, Tweety. Hey, Blutify. T. Danielle is here. Apple is here. Let's see. Let's see. Is that everybody? Sagittarius Queen. Hey, Grace K. Is that everybody? Pretty much. I think Steph is here. Hey, Steph. All right. So, anywho, yes, just petty. That's right. This is Petty Town, not Pettyville. Petty City. I don't know. Anywho, hi, Chef Fine as Wine. Hope you are doing well. Hey, newborn girl. So, guys, I really don't have a real topic other than watching Five Babes last live. It made me just ask the question: what is the point? Like, what is it that you think that people hope to gain when they dox folks or when they, try to intimidate? Even when, and in this case, when I say intimidate, I mean, you know, some of these trolls say some of the darndest things in these chats. What is the real point in that? What do you think they are really trying to accomplish? Are they trying to control you? Are they trying to scare you, and scare you for what reason? And or are they just trying to run you off? Like, I'm wondering two things. One, what is the end game? That's the first question. And then the second question is, who raised you? I guess those are my two questions. What do you hope to gain, and who raised you? Or comments in my comment section of a video, or sometimes, it's on my community wall. It's like, well, what is the point? Are you thinking that because you said something, is it that you want me to cry? Do you want me to be sad? Do you want me to say, you know what? I'm leaving YouTube. Like, what is the point when people do things like that? What do y'all think? I saw some comments where people were saying that there is no point. Let me go back. Yeah, I saw where a couple people said there is no point. Hurt people hurt people. Yeah, M-Town Boy for you have to go back and watch. But Five Babe did a live, and basically it was a content creator out here posted a phone number of someone who they thought it was their phone number, but it was not. And so, and then that's one of the byproducts too, right? When you dox people, you don't know the whole story sometimes. You don't know if you got the information correct. And what if you don't have the information correct? How is that fair to the people in which this happens to? And Blue the Fly, I don't know if that was you. I'm pretty sure that was you, because I wasn't looking at the chat at the time when you mentioned what happened to Lioness of Judah, or the person said my friend. I think it was you, right, Bluty? But like that situation, that woman that got doxxed that time, it was supposedly on behalf of Tasha K. And Tasha K did mention this woman and blast this woman who she thought was someone else, who actually, even the person that she was trying to dox, honestly, yeah, it was you. Okay. Actually, the person she was trying to dox really didn't do anything to her. But because she was angry with her for whatever reason, she just went ahead and did that. Hey, Dr. Soapy, welcome. Hey, you better go ahead. So it's terrible when stuff like that happens, and then you've got these innocent bystanders that they don't even know what the hell is going on a lot of times, and they're the ones that get called. They're the ones that may get things sent to their home, or God forbid, I'd hate to think that someone goes to a further extreme than that, but you never know with these people, and that's the problem. I just can't understand it. I don't understand it. I feel oftentimes that, it's kind of along the same lines of what I've heard people say, hurt people hurt people. It makes me think that a lot of these folks were actually bullied as kids, whether it's, during their teen years, under whatever circumstance. Believe it or not, adults get bullied too. So, and I'm sure that you all have seen, hell, we watch that on YouTube all the time. It's a damn shame. But there are a lot of people that get bullied all throughout their life, in their real life. And I think that some of them feel empowered to sort of do that to other people because they have had it done to them. And that's horrible as well. That is not an excuse. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Would you say, Sharice, does she know the mother and that's why she posted it? The mother. Oh, I don't know. See, here's the thing. We don't know enough about the circumstance, but there were things that 5A brought up earlier that would make one think that maybe she doesn't know exactly who it is, or I don't know. I don't want to guess because honestly, I haven't listened to anybody else's information. So if Deanna had made a live about it, I haven't watched it, so I don't know what she's saying. But I don't know. But does it matter? I'm sure that you're not suggesting that it matters one way or the other. But I'm wondering, does anyone think it matters? And then maybe there's another question we should present. When is it okay to dox someone? Is it ever? Just a question. Okay, let me go through here. Y'all having their own conversation, I think. You would think after. Oh, I'll go back. Oh, you guys are talking to each other though. And I'm just going to pull from I don't know what was said prior to this, but it says you would think that after VS and Tree Dog, people would think before they act. And I would agree. I would think that once we've seen other things transpire, even though you could say that the things that transpired with both of those individuals, well, I don't know if you could say that, but maybe for one of them anyway, the instance in which they found themselves in trouble was not directly associated with the acts that take place online. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was, but it wasn't with one of them. But I would suggest that when you put out negative energy into the world, negative energy is going to be returned. And so that's what karma does. That's what karma is sometimes. Like, it may not be show up the way you think it's going to show up or with whom or whatever, but when you're putting out negative energy towards people, especially when people are doing anything to you, there is a consequence to that. The universe does not let those types of things go by. Mm-hmm. We think it does, but it doesn't. Sometimes it's farther down the road than we expect. As I say, I just hope she changes her number and no one can find her. I would have never asked her to come on camera. This sector is full of angry, miserable, diabolical people. Yeah. Now, here's the thing about that. Like, I hear what you're saying, Shell. I could see two sides to it. I thought the same thing. I'm not going to lie. What you said, I thought initially, like, oh no, why would, that's not a good idea. But then I thought again, I think 5A may have been considering the fact that, well, look, people may think this is somebody else, or this is someone that we know, you know what I mean? Or she's not who she says she is. I don't know that we still have proven anything, right? But we do know. I don't know what that's for. Maybe that was to prove to Deanna that if she does know who the baby mom is or whatever, then you know that this is not her. Does that make sense? That might be why. And that could also potentially shut things down. So that could bring closure to the situation, her showing herself. So initially I thought like you did, but then I thought, well, there could be a benefit to this, you know? What else? But yeah, I do agree. I wish she would change her number. But you know, my phone, she must not have an iPhone, because my phone, you know, if you're not in my contacts, I'm not going to get your call anyway. Your call is going directly to voicemail or getting blocked, you know, and it's simple as that. So my phone doesn't even ring unless you are already in my contacts. So that's why when I exchange information with people, I need to know their number. If I give you mine, I got to have yours. Otherwise, it's not going to make any sense, because I'm never going to get your call. So, and I love that feature because I don't get any spam that I got to worry about. I don't get any, you know, weird calls because of that. Mm-hmm. But you're right, Shell. These people are crazy. Yeah, it's not okay to, Stephanie says it's not okay to dox ever. You know, and the only reason, okay, so I'll tell you what my thought is on that. I would think in my world, I would only dox if I thought it was out of the, for the purpose of protection or trying to elicit assistance from others to gain more information about, like, let's say someone's missing, someone's been harmed, and we're trying to identify a person, you know, something like that. Or we know who the person is, we can't locate the person, kind of thing, you know. And honestly, I probably would consider talking to an attorney before I'd even do that, because, you know, you don't want things to blow back on you sometimes, and things can. You've heard about people who have been robbed, and then they beat up the robber, and then the robber turns around and, or not even just beat up the robber. The robber's trying to leave your house with your stuff, and they trip and fall, and then they have sued the people who own the homes. Have you heard of this? This has happened. So I would never want something crazy like that to happen, where here I have sued a person, or I'm sorry, not sued them, but trying to press charges against somebody and it turns around, come back on me. I wouldn't want to dox the wrong person or dox somebody. And then even though the person is nasty, dirty, filthy, grimy, and evil, I'm the one with the blowback because I doxed them. So that's just my thoughts on it. Let's see. I understand this is the beef sector, but she's not even a part of the sector and have any family in the sector. Either way, it's wrong. It's horrible. It is horrible. Absolutely, it is. How can she feel comfortable posting this info on strangers? All folks don't play the same game. And here's the thing. My thought is, and I agree, Fedora, everybody doesn't play the same game. Some people will just call. Some people will just leave a message or send a text. And some people will go further, and somebody else might go further than that. And you don't know all the time who you're playing with. And sometimes these people are just waiting for an opportunity. And that's what's nasty and horrible about the whole thing. Yeah, it's terrible. A troll that I tore to pieces in Coupon Therapy's chat. Tiny following me. Is Tiny here? But Tiny can't roast, so gets on my nerves. Thanks for the solid. Oh, I remember that the other night. Y'all are silly. Y'all a mess. But Tiny did come at you first. I did see that. Tiny came at you first. I know Coupon was like, what's going on? Because me and Coupon, we don't always pay attention. What you talking about? Just type of way that makes trolls' arses itch and they mad that they can't quite scratch it. What makes a troll? So are these just miserable people with a lot of time on it? Do these trolls have jobs, I wonder? Because it seems like they work day and night, on these message boards and whatnot. Jiminy crickets. Pieces Live saying it was bait and 5 fell for it. How when the woman doesn't know? Yeah, that's weird. What bait did she fall for? And what's the gotcha? Because it sounds like a whole lot of people fell for it. If that's the case, there's a whole lot of people that fell for it because they're harassing this girl, thinking that she is Deanna's, husband's baby mama. So that's not cool. I wanted her Cash App. She might as well get paid or take baby donations. I know that's right. Oh, gosh. Like I say, I don't dox, I box. Listen to Slappy. Slappy, the way you was going off yesterday, I believe you might box, child. You was going in. But it was funny. Oh, my God. Just when we think she can't. Yes, child. Let's see. My phone are the same. Yes, Sagittarius Queen. That's what my phone does. So I'm like, girl, get you an iPhone or something. Is it an iPhone, Sagittarius Queen? Because I think it just automatically does that with the iPhone, or does it not? Maybe it doesn't automatically do it, but whatever. I'm so damn tickled at our safe word. Pineapples. Y'all funny. V, do a makeup tutorial, please, girl. Child, you know what? Here's the thing. I would, but what I learned a while ago, or like back in the day, like back in the day, I literally used to live for makeup. I used to do it all the time. I do my friends' weddings. I would do special occasions. I would do for picture days and proms. I love doing makeup. And then as time went on, and I started wearing less of it, and I started wearing it less often, especially now that we've had a pandemic, because I almost never wear makeup anymore. One of the reasons why I'm not on camera now is like, I look cuckoo crazy today. I feel like I'm on camera. But I almost never wear it. And now that I watch other people apply it, they apply it completely differently. And it makes me know that what I'm doing isn't necessarily industry standard. Okay. So I just know how to put on my makeup at this point. Okay. And honestly, there are certain things I don't wear almost never. It's like lashes. If I don't get them done professionally, I almost never wear them unless there's a really, really, really special occasion, just because I hate fooling with them. And I did buy some of Fi's, the ones, especially the Villanors. Hello. I did buy those, but um, I think they're magnetic, and I keep forgetting to pick up the magnetic liner. Fi needs to sell the magnetic liner. That's what I think. And maybe she has added it, but that's a thought. I mean, I might do something like when I start vlogging, um, and that's something I'm going to kind of talk myself through this weekend how I should do that, go about doing this. But you'll see me, get dressed, get ready for different things. I'll do stuff like that, but yeah. But I am going to have my makeup artist come on and do a little tutorial with us, because there are a couple things I hope to put on the market in the future based upon some of the compliments I get. So yeah. Well, you have to set it that way, Via. What are we talking about? I forgot now, child. Deanna need to check her husband who took the vows and not be looking for women he's cheating with. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. No, she wasn't expecting this at all. It doesn't make any sense. How could that be bait? And what exactly did this prove? It proved the person who put the number out. It didn't make that person look like a good person. You know what I mean? It didn't, or at least that was not a good decision. So I'm not sure what kind of bait she could have fallen for. It doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see. Way too real. No, Villanor. Yes, I heard of it. Tizzy Entertainment is my man. What y'all talk? Who's your man? Is my man who finds these fools on Twitter and TikTok. What y'all talking about over here? All right. So what y'all think? What else? I'm just coming down here. Yes, I know, Petty Bloop. I'm way behind. You better leave me alone. I'm going to set up my membership this weekend, Shell. That's one of the things I'm walking through over the weekend is my membership stuff. I'm going to give you the schedule for next week. Kareem and I are getting together on Tuesday, I think it is, for our truck driving / dispatcher / recruiting / transportation business interview / workshop. Okay, that's what it's called. I'm not repeating it because I don't remember what I just said, but you know what I'm saying. So Kareem the trucker is going to come on here and advise us on Tuesday. I'm hoping to have a couple of interviews, at least one other interview next week. Hey Fi. Fi says she need the link. All right, girl, you get the link. The link. Yeah, so we're gonna do that on Tuesday night. We tomorrow, Tweety and Kilolo, myself, and Blue the Fly will be back tomorrow with if Blue is available tomorrow to do the Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then next Friday, we have a special guest appearance over here on Friday night with Speak with Marcella, who interviewed Miss Wanda from Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's going to be over here next Friday with us to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville with Tweety and Kilolo. So hold on one second. Five babies in the back. Let me get my banner. Make sure this is her. Make sure it's her. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
I am over here. I'm doing well. First of all, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
What are I need to know your thoughts before I tell you some bombshells I just discovered after the live.
Oh my Jesus. Okay, so
What are you?
our thoughts, what I wanted to, well, what I came over here and started discussing was just the fact that, what is the motivation for people to even want to do this to folks? Like this woman, even if this was the right person, that person is not on YouTube. So to do that, put that person's number out on YouTube is just malicious. So I'm just glad that, she was able to come out here for herself and say, look, I'm not the right person, and leave me alone. Someone had mentioned that they were concerned about her showing her face, but then I said, you know what? I get why she showed her face. At first, I got nervous about it, but I get it because this way, no one can say, well, it's someone that we already knew that was posing to be this woman. And it's a way for, if Deanna really did believe that this was the baby mama, now this is her way of knowing it's not the baby mama. Plus, the girl received a text message threatening her while she was on live with us. So I just feel like you were able to put some things to rest. So what's the bombshell?
Oh girl. Okay. Okay. And that's for me, and hello everybody in the chat. Hey everybody. For me, that's what it was too, V. Like, regardless of whatever, this woman is being harassed. Leave her the hell alone. You don't
Right.
know her. She didn't do anything to you. Leave her alone. Now, I learned she was pregnant on the live when y'all learned it, right?
Yeah, okay. So wait a minute. Before you say anything, can I throw something out here, or should I wait till you get done? Because I want to throw it out here because I don't want you to think, if you are about to say what I think you're about to say, I don't want you to, because I'm going
Go
to tell
ahead.
you, this is what I
No,
thought.
you go.
When she said that she was pregnant, I said, oh, wait a minute.
Girl,
Because,
listen. That's all. Listen, I don't need to say nothing else.
okay.
I don't need to say nothing else.
Because when that happened, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. But see, you had a theory earlier or yesterday when you
I
said,
sure did.
you said she may not know, and maybe why would the people be saying this? And now the girl is pregnant. Like, what made her
Okay,
even say that? She didn't even have to tell us that.
let's take the people. Let's let them understand all of what we gagging on, what we understand now. So the reason we're tripping about finding out that she's pregnant. First of all, Deanna posted the message saying, Josh, baby mama got me effed up, right?
Uh-huh.
Then when Deanna came live to spin it after me, well, no, when Deanna came live to spin it before me, because I talked about it during my live, what she said in hers. She goes live and says, when y'all called her, did y'all ask her, was she having a boy or a girl? And in my live
Right.
yesterday, I specifically singled that out. Like, why would they even
Yeah.
be asking her that? Is she pregnant? Does Josh have somebody somewhere pregnant? We
Right.
literally asked these questions. But see, I found out when y'all found out in the live, I didn't know that she was actually pregnant. So it didn't nothing. I didn't make no sort of connection like that whatsoever. Then the other thing, and this is, listen, this is not coming from me. This is coming from the trackers, people that's been tracking. Then the other piece was his name is Josh,
Mm-hmm.
and a boyfriend name is JoJo.
JoJo, Jay's.
Mm.
It's very coincidental, all of this.
Hey, I don't think it's.
I don't believe in coincidence.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. There's a piece that is clearly missing,
Mm-hmm.
and Deanna knows what that is,
Mm-hmm.
and she hasn't said it on YouTube. That's
Mm-hmm.
the piece. Yep.
Yeah. And that girl might know too. You know what I mean? Like, but why
Mm-hmm.
would she volunteer to come if we were thinking what we're thinking, what we're saying? Well, hey Coupon, thank you so much. I thought this was supposed to be an after party. V Lenore, we supposed to be dragging. We ain't dragging. Okay, we're not dragging. But we're just talking, through the stuff.
We reading. We are reading though.
We are doing that.
This is what you call a read on your slow roll.
Oh my God. Look at Fedora. So so it's Josh JoJo. We don't know. It's just a lot of coincidence going on, y'all. Hey Lisa, sister. Hey Queen Lady T. I don't know. What do you think, Five? What do you think this means, if anything?
I think
If you were to
Josh.
take a best guess,
I think Josh has stepped out on Deanna, and Deanna is triggered because she can't have kids, and here goes this woman about to have his baby. And then did she say she having a son? Girl, I could throw the phone. Like it's just, I just feel like Deanna knows that something is up. Um, and if this is the woman or not, she's the one that Deanna is taking it out on. If it's her or if it's not her. Now, I don't know because Deanna never talked about the fact that the lady was pregnant directly.
Mm-hmm.
She said certain statements, and even by the fact that she wrote baby mama on her community tab, you know, lets us know she thought there was a baby somewhere. But
Mm-hmm.
who I didn't think the woman would be pregnant, you know what I'm saying? So I think all of that is very interesting. Now someone else brought to my attention after my live was that, say for instance, she is the woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
The truth is the woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you're 6 months pregnant by a married man,
Mm-hmm.
and his wife got all these people calling you. You would be willing to do and say whatever you needed to do to get them to leave you alone. And perhaps the married man will help you maneuver this YouTube because he knows all about it. Because his wife has been on here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just to get
Mm-hmm.
everybody off you. So it's several different things that it could be. I'm here for the show. Okay. So regardless of whatever happens next, I want the
Mm-hmm.
exclusive.
So let me ask you
I
this.
want the baby pictures.
Let me ask you, not the baby pictures. Look, let me ask y'all this. Was it just me? But when you said Columbus, Mississippi, she went for the phone and it went black for a minute, and I was like, what is that about? Was it just me that know?
I would have to go back and watch because I was too busy trying to upload receipts and talk and pay attention to the chat. So I may have missed all that, but I need to go back and watch. And then here is the other thing. V. 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 Can you hear me? V. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yes. I could hear you now.
Okay, sorry about that, you guys. So I was asking, do you think that did you hear what my question was about when
Yes.
you said Columbus? Okay, so what did you notice anything about that, or was that just me?
I just wasn't, I don't think I was really paying attention at the time, but I am going to go back and watch it when I'm able to just sit and watch and not have other things that I'm looking at while I'm trying to listen to her. Now, this is another thing that kind of was like, huh? So her area code is Mississippi,
Mm-hmm.
but she don't live in Mississippi no more.
Yeah, I heard her say that. Did she say
So
where
the
she?
so the people want to know how long has that been since you left Mississippi
Mm-hmm.
and why?
And
They
here's the other
try.
thing. When she says that that's my boyfriend is here with me. Now that could be a new boyfriend. I mean, it could be. I mean, stranger things have happened, you know.
Absolutely. But on one
Could
of the
be.
receipts that she sent me, she has his number programmed as BD. What I think it was a yellow heart next to it. They had been FaceTiming, and it showed on her receipt that she sent me to show her call log of how many times people were calling her.
Oh,
So
right. And it said DD as in
BD, BD
B.
as in baby daddy.
Oh, BD as in baby daddy. That's it?
Yeah, with a yellow heart.
That seems like odd, don't you think? Unless she changed it right before she took the snapshot to, I don't think she was thinking like that though. That would, I say that that's strange because I have never called any of my boyfriends, ex-husbands or anything, husband, ex-husband, boyfriend. I don't call them that. I call them by their name. And that's how they are.
But we're also from a different generation. I think she's younger than us, V.
Okay, so she just might have BD for baby daddy and a heart, and that would mean that's him, and that's how they do it. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Londo said no. My ex husband is Fofo, aka Fool, and my phone. Hilarious. Oh
Look at
Jesus.
coupon talk about you be giving her hell and on her live.
Yes, somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's
Um.
gotta do it.
Okay. What? Any other bombshells that came to mind?
No, that was it, girl. We just tracking. And like I said, anything that else that comes up, I'll be right here for it.
So when you heard her say, "Yeah, I'm pregnant," and how did that come up again? Because I heard it when you said, "Oh, you're pregnant." I didn't hear her say
Somebody
it.
in the chat. Somebody in the chat asked
What?
her. Somebody she saw it. She saw that someone wrote it in the chat.
Really?
And she read it out of the chat. She was like, somebody in the chat asked me, am I pregnant? And she was like, and I want to answer that. And she was like, yes, I am. So
You
I
know what?
found
That's
out what y'all found out.
now okay. Now I pay attention to a lot. Look, Firefly already said I'm Inspector. You know, Clouseau. One thing I thought was interesting was this. She was like in the bed, right, when we did the interview, right? She got up out the bed when you said something about would you like to show yourself. So she's like, yeah, let me find some light, and she's moving
Right.
around the house to find a place, right? At no point do I recall her putting us on mute. At no point do I recall her saying, yes, I'm on this show called Five Babe, look it up over here. But her boyfriend was already in the chat. Does that seem odd?
Not necessarily because I sent her the link to the video and the link to the StreamYard. So she probably just shared it to him. Because she
But
didn't
when
know nothing about StreamYard. Well, yeah, we
right.
had to do a little tutorial. And that's why we were late because she was having trouble getting on. She didn't know
Yeah.
anything.
I just thought that was interesting that he was on the chat or in the chat and that she seemed to move to a different space that he was already in, kind of, sort. I don't know. I just wondered. I mean, there's just different things. If we were on a Zoom, I'd say more of my thoughts. But
Ooh. Do we need a Zoom?
yes, yes, always. We always welcome a Zoom. But seriously, there's
That
some
shit
thoughts.
is crazy. This is so crazy.
Well,
But I
they
see,
asked. Go ahead.
but Deanna, I see Deanna as cuckoo. That's. So it's like what can you expect from somebody like Deanna? I saw that ticker that she has. This is exactly what I'm talking about. That ticker make her wake up and post people's phone numbers. Like, come on now, even if that was his baby mama, why are you letting all these strangers call this lady? That's weird. Who
Mhm.
does that?
Well, that's what I was saying. Let's say that was the real person. Why would you? I mean, it's now here's the thing. It's kind of diabolical because you're doing that to a person that's not even a person on YouTube. This is someone who won't even see this coming. People
Yeah.
who have no relation to this person, no nothing to this person is making these calls and threats and stuff and intimidating somebody, and for what? Like, what is that really? What was that gonna achieve? I just wonder. Just give the
I
person
guess to
hell.
put fear in her. And you heard the man on the voicemail, a whole grown
Yeah,
man talking about cussing her out and threatening her. Like, huh?
yeah, which was weird because you made a good point. Like, he's threatening, telling her she needs to chill when she wasn't doing shit. I don't know. It's weird. Hold on 1 second. Coupons here, I think. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, hey,
Hey.
Dee. Hey,
Hey,
Fine.
sir.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Yeah, Fine. Yeah, I got to give V hell. You should hear her in my live. Okay, she accused me not only yesterday but today of cold blueing somebody. You know what I'm saying?
We heard the machine going off. The person
It
was just
wasn't.
dying, and you were sitting there talking to us. We were very concerned for the people and their family,
That's
and
not
you didn't
true.
even call for a chaplain. You
Where's
didn't call for
Chaplain Wilson
nobody.
during a nasty piece of
It,
flatline?
that's what we asked yesterday in the chat. Where is Chaplain
There
Wilson?
was. Listen, I was doing paperwork, and they were synchronizing some machines, and sometimes when they're
Mm-hmm.
calibrating them, they go off here and there. They're gonna start saying five, so the whole damn chat gonna be like, so I keep talking, right? Because I don't got nothing to do with that. They're gonna start saying, oh, so you just gonna let the person die?
Yeah, she just let him die, and we heard him cold blue at
Oh
least
no,
3 4
ma'am.
times. Now, well, Sarkonos told her that if she would just prop a book up next to the
Oh,
person in the bed, then maybe no one will notice until she's gone. But
I wasn't even in I wasn't
Coupon
even
was
in a
wasting so
room.
much time talking to us that
oh,
she wasn't
Lord.
doing anything like that. So I don't know. But get this, Vi, she talked our fucking ears off. But then when she got into the car and wanted us to drive home with her, do you know this heifer went on mute and waved
What?
at us from time to time for 10 minutes? We're like, is this how you
What?
people talk?
Listen, bye, babe. Let me tell you why. Because listen, it was impromptu.
It's 4 in the morning. We're
I
like,
got
heifer, you ain't gonna speak?
listen, I got called into work at the last minute, but not in no official patient capacity. I was doing things that I needed to take care of in the office, right? So, but anyway, it was late, and that's when they calibrated a lot of the machines. So that's when they heard the
Yeah.
machines. But my husband,
That's what
my
they gonna tell the
husband,
family.
my
Uh-huh.
yes, my husband wanted to be on the phone with me while I'm driving home, and so that means I would have had to do three things, five baby. I would have had to talk to them on the live, drive the car, plus talk to my husband. So I told them,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be home in like 8 minutes.
But why did we have to go if your husband is there talking to you? Why we gotta watch your ass? We talking to each other.
Well, why the hell did
Hold
y'all?
on.
Then
Hold
why
on.
the hell
just
did
a
y'all
minute.
do it then?
Because you made us. Hold on.
Oh, I made them fight. Now I made them.
Hello. Is this the antisocial butterfly? Bluty.
Booty.
Uh-oh. Her device wasn't connected. I think she'll be right back. Okay. Keep going, y'all. I'm sorry.
So now,
And
see,
Steph,
like,
real quick, Steph, you're right. I was very annoyed by the silence. Who was that? A couple people, California girls, like, I'm going to bed. Like, the silence was killing us, yo. We needed something. You know how Coupon can talk?
first of all,
Right.
right.
We
And listen,
coupon.
and
Sometimes we need you to get to talking. We love it. It keeps us It keeps us company. We know we talk mess about it, but at the same time, what would we do if you stopped talking? That shit wouldn't even be
Well,
right.
we found out last night that
It
drives
wouldn't
us
even
up a
be
wall,
right.
too. Yeah. We was like, the hell?
hey, listen, hey, five baby. By the time
I
I got
love
home,
me
it took me
coupon.
8 minutes to get home, and I had rocked them all to sleep.
Yes, literally. Hold on.
I know they was shot.
Yeah, they were.
Is this Blue the Fly?
Open the goddamn door.
Put that motherfucker in, Bluey. Hey, you know, Bluey wear Tim's. She wear Tim's, honey. She's from New York.
She from New York. There, yeah, you know she got them Timbs on year round.
Yeah. Hell yeah, them pellies.
Okay.
Year round, baby. What's going on, Bluey? What the hell's wrong with your system? She got a whole DJ system over there, and she acting like she can't give her.
Mind your business. Mind your business.
Exactly. Thank you, Beautify. Because Villanor, A and 5A.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I came up there. Coupon say it ain't so. Say what they saying is a lie. That that didn't happen.
Oh, it happened.
What didn't happen?
I was like, excuse me. She kept waving. She waved at our asses. We had to literally. Now this heifer had been on black screen the entire time till she got in the car. She turned on the camera and turned off the fucking audio. What?
Oh no, ma'am.
And waved at us at stoplights.
They felt a ways about that coupon. Now you see. They'll miss you till you gone, coupon. Now you see. Now they begging you to say something.
The whole time I'm talking to them, all they want to say, you know what they say about me? She talked too much. The minute
not the flatlining coupon. Just tell me that there wasn't no flatlining in the background.
Oh my God, Villanor. See, now, you know what? This is why they drag you into B sector, Villanor. This is why. It's shit like this.
I didn't do anything to anybody. I only speak the truth.
No, there wasn't no truth. That
period.
That was
that. Babe, this why they dragging V. This why. And then and then she gets up here and get on her live and she wants to talk all sweet. And then I gotta go get ratchet and get on my live and tell them bitches where to go.
She's deflecting, Beautiful.
Hey girl.
Oh God. No, ma'am.
Yes, at least 4 people died last night in that place that she works at. Yeah. And she sat there and talked to us through it. We were like, excuse me, ma'am.
Well, we already knew Villanor ain't shit, but she's proven.
How many coupons did she teach y'all about while that flatline machine was going on?
Yeah. So she was probably dragging somebody at the moment, to be quite honest. She's probably in the middle of dragging, and the person she probably felt like they dead anyway. What the hell?
That's understandable. That's understandable though. When you into it, you can't hear, what's going on behind you. If you yelling at somebody, I could see that happening because I black out too sometimes.
But listen, I wasn't dragging.
Not at work though. Not at work.
Not my machine. Listen, I am a contractor. I simply.
So you ain't got to work as hard. You ain't got to stay alert.
No.
You ain't got to say the dead. You what? No. The dying.
No, I'm not a doctor. Ain't nothing I can listen.
Nurses help good too, anybody can.
Listen,
I know CPR.
Leave her alone.
Had the motherfucker. Let's just keep it real.
Don't you know CPR?
What the fuck was I gonna do about it? I'm not no doctor. They was gonna be dead anyway. So I might as well have kept on talking.
Wait, and Steph is not lying.
Oh Lord, forgive me for laughing.
Wait a minute, listen to this. Steph said, not only did Coupon make us drive home with her in silence, the video went dark. We thought she crashed the damn car. We sure did. Twice we thought she crashed the car.
So everybody thought everybody died last night.
No, what happened was I had the phone, my one phone on. You know how the thing you stick in the little air in front sort of post in the car? It fell while I was driving.
Yeah, we know
it was so late at night. I am a cautious driver, and I did not want Jay Dunn calling the fucking police on me, talking about I was
Oh,
Oh.
you sure ain't lying about that shit.
Talk
No,
about
I
no.
told her, I said, at least Food Junkie does talk to people when he's fucking driving. We have to
And
sit
that's
here
why they be
and
calling
watch
the
this
police on
stuff.
his ass.
And that's why he got the police called on his
We
ass.
And
didn't
that's
know
why
what road
he
this
saw
man
his
was
light
on.
flash before his eyes.
Ain't that the one who swerved?
And y'all
Ain't
not,
that the
and
one that was swerving?
yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Y'all not even satisfied. I showed my, listen, I'm never scared to show my face. I showed them my face. My whole face.
That was the thing.
The whole
But
damn
then get
thing.
this. No, we're not finished with this story because then she talks to us for an hour and 45 minutes, right? On black screen. Then when it's time to drive home, this heifer gets in the car, says, "Oh, I'll be home in 8 minutes," turns off the audio, turns on the camera, waves at us before she takes off. And while she's taking off, she vaping and driving and waving. I said, what the hell? Can you talk to me? Then
But V, I really wanted both of them up here married.
Ooh,
What the hell
yes.
is going on? What's going on? What y'all think?
there we go.
Who y'all talking about?
Crusty.
Oh, okay.
Onion.
Yeah. About this interview. What do y'all think? I'm going on mute for a minute to grab something to drink. So y'all go ahead.
I don't understand the question. If I say it again.
I want to know what I said. You and Bluty are married, so I want to know from y'all. What do y'all think about this situation with Onion Feet?
Oh, okay.
Do y'all think Juice Man got a baby on the way? Do y'all think like?
You want to go first, Bluey, or me?
I got
These names. Oh my Jesus. Okay.
Huh?
said onion feet.
I can. Can y'all understand Blutify?
Oh shit! Not onion feet.
Yeah, onion feet.
Oh my god.
And Juice
The
Man.
thing
I
is,
forgot his name was Juice Man.
the thing
Okay.
is, as a married woman, and I'm gonna just keep it real. And you know, I've been married twice. My first husband was a compulsive cheater. And things like that. I was younger. That's who I had my children with. But at any rate, listen, I know the mind and the behaviors. I can tell you firsthand the type of things that go through a woman's head when her man has cheated on her, and when she doesn't trust him, and when she's insecure, or when she thinks that he's cheating on her. Right? You do jump. So, I can definitely believe now allegedly that Deanna seen that innocent. Well, it wasn't innocent because it was a scam, but seemingly non, connected text thing, and thought that. But the reason she thought that was like Five Babe said, because there are some issues in the marriage. He either has cheated, he is cheating, and then on top of that, it's not that he's necessarily cheating. Deanna and her husband have problems with one of the kids' mother. He has been still probably sleeping back and forth with her, because she didn't say, "Oh, it's somebody you sleeping with my man." She specified a baby mom, and that's and that particular baby mom is the mom that she's never fully been able to get him to shake. And that's just allegedly coming from my, me being married and things.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely some other stuff going on that again she hasn't explained, but has her feeling very insecure about it. Were you surprised when that girl said she was pregnant, Coupon?
That was
Yeah.
about to be my question. Do y'all think there's anything
I
that does
wasn't.
that mean anything to anybody? Or just
No,
me?
not to
Look at
me.
Bluty. Look at
I
Bluty.
wasn't surprised.
Bluty said
I
she
wasn't
wasn't.
surprised. I no, because she looked pregnant. Her nose was
Oh,
all
How do
swollen.
you
Her
know?
lips was
I
all.
didn't know
She
her. We
looked
can only
pregnant.
see her chest up. She just might be a big
The
girl,
bitch face. Look at the bitch face.
Her daughter.
But I didn't see the bee's face before. That's what I'm saying. She could have been a hefty woman.
Yeah, this, but yeah,
all I
this
noticed was her
is
chest.
called a bulbous nose.
Yeah, I
like
noticed that
that's
too.
why everybody kept asking her because everybody was
Oh,
asking, but they wasn't just asking her because they thought that she was his baby mother. They was asking her because they was like looking at her and she was like covering her stomach, like how she was sitting in the chair. She was like she had like the pillow propped up and she was like covering her stomach like up to her chest and stuff and like
well,
I
I thought
mean
she was
you
covering her chest because it looked like she didn't have a bra on, and my thought was, why did you come online with no bra on? That
well
was
no
my thought.
she didn't have a bra on but you could tell she was like propping the pillow up under her breast.
Well, and then also, but you got to understand, regular, like 95% of society don't know, ain't familiar with all this stuff. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They're not like, oh, I gotta be. They don't know nothing about a beach sector, or they just are themselves. So if
From
you
my
don't
point of
know
view, I know the nigga cheating.
yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
Or
that
else,
nigga cheating.
yeah,
Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
and
because
what?
even for her to include him by saying that's his baby mama, she didn't just say this a bitch that's messing with me and leave it
Mm-hmm.
on her.
That bitch is
And
in the
then
daytime with a flashlight
did you
looking
see
for
how
a
she
pregnant
was
bitch.
talking to Josh? She threatened Josh yesterday.
Yeah, I don't watch her part.
Yes,
How?
she.
Who?
Deanna.
What she
Online?
say?
Yeah, while she was live.
What she
I
Yeah, I
say?
can't
don't.
remember
I
her
don't see
words
her live.
exactly. Yeah,
No.
y'all need to go see her lives from yesterday.
Okay.
I don't remember
Yeah,
exactly her
I
words, but
decline.
she said something like, yeah, you
Yeah, you
better be
want to see.
careful too before I, yeah, you better be careful too before I fuck you up.
Oh my. Well,
Something
Oh
that's the
like
my.
that
person.
to him.
That's the person you have to deal with. Let me say this.
That sound like that's
What I
her.
find very interesting is how she came to the conclusion that this might be a potential person. Like this is the person, all because you like haven't you gotten those kind of text messages that just random that come from like asking for money and stuff like
Yep.
that, whether it's email or
Every
whatever.
day.
Yeah.
And when I have gotten them, I block as funny as she said block the person that sent it. I block everybody in the group. Anybody
Yeah.
that's in that group, I block everybody in it. When
And
that
I
happens.
leave the group.
I would never think to look at all the numbers and then be like, and just assume, like, unless she did, well, she only put one number out here. So it was how many numbers in that group? Five, about five,
Five.
So
and
you
she
think
only
God
chose
trying to tell
one.
her something?
Go ahead, Louie. I'm sorry.
I said no. I said you think God trying to tell her something?
I think I don't either. She got a gift or she had an inkling. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I'm not even saying it's true. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that it's interesting. Something nudged her to think this is a real possibility
Hmm.
because she
I
literally
wonder,
left out
and
here
at
for
what point did Deanna, at what point did Deanna know she was pregnant? Because Deanna wasn't
right.
bothering her until yesterday.
She. I don't think Deanna knew she was pregnant. I think Deanna thought that that was one of his baby's mamas. And when she was saying,
One of them.
she
Yeah.
she she was basically saying that when y'all called, what y'all say to her? Did y'all ask, do we got a boy? Do we got a girl? Not
Mm.
like was it a new baby? She was basically listen, that whole thing, Deanna. I
How
don't care what
coincidental would she happen to get the phone number of an actual pregnant woman who's not the woman she talking about though? I mean, I don't
Mm.
know. I'm beginning to lean more towards this girl being somebody.
No, I don't think so. I absolutely don't know. No,
All
no.
y'all doing, all y'all doing is making these people go call this bitch again. That's all
Yeah.
y'all doing.
I mean, see, and listen, listen, even if it was legit a situation that she was having in her marriage, right? And whether it was a baby mama or somebody else that she had found, she's way out of line putting that girl's number on
Oh,
YouTube
I agree.
in
That's
this
out of line.
sector, knowing how it works. There's no excuse for that at all, especially since the girl was
Yes,
not on
Kathy.
YouTube.
That's what I'm saying, Kathy. She may have seen that number before, y'all.
No, it was a Mississippi area code. That's all it
Yes,
was.
it was, but none of the others were. And then when you call it, it happens to be a pregnant woman.
Yeah, just because the
So
women, it's a lot
was
of
it
pregnant
that?
women.
So
It's a
was it
lot of
that
women.
he was? Was it that he was having a baby, or that he had a baby?
Yeah, did she say
It's a
having
troll in the.
or
Oh, they
had?
got him.
Huh? Oh, there's a troll.
Oh my God, really? Oh, they want to bring out. I gotta go to work in the morning. Don't make me have to reschedule a live and cuss and go to cuss and coupon because somebody clearly is in their feelings, and I feel like cussing the motherfucker out, and I don't
That's
like.
probably Deanna. That's probably Deanna. She be Charlotte. She mad. But we not. Ain't none of us pregnant that we know of.
Right. I mean, and the thing
Hell
is,
no.
listen, we did not post the number.
I am.
Listen,
I'm having triplets now.
yeah, these having triplets. Um, them
They
babies
all
gonna
gonna
look
look
like
like
Benjamin.
Jesus.
They gonna look like Benjamin Button five.
Three. Three Jesus.
They they all
They
gonna
can have that. They
Look
can
like
have
Mary
all
and
that.
Joseph.
That's right.
And the thing is, um, it's just wrong. Listen, we wouldn't know no one. This one they'd be able to be commentary. There's no reason she should have posted this number up. Whatever problem you have in your marriage, you deal with that with your husband or however you want to deal with it in your life. You do not put nobody's information that is not on YouTube, that don't know nothing about YouTube or whatever the case. Even if she did whatever, you don't do that. That's wrong.
Brings their marital problems to the beach sector.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like this is not the place to bring them because
Yeah,
honestly, the
that's
people
wrong.
over here will use that against you as well. Like why give people more ammunition and invite them into your personal life? That's all.
They was already talking about her marriage when there was probably nothing wrong, but now she was
Right.
No, Tweety, it's not the thing is it's
Thank you,
5 random
Tweety.
numbers, but the one number she picked was the number that had the Mississippi
Ding, ding,
area
ding,
code.
ding.
And she did that because when you are in a marriage or in a relationship and a person is cheating on you or has cheated on you or y'all got trust issues, your mind will take you there. Y'all trying to make sense out of this we're sitting here women that are not actively in that state. So you're thinking with a
Exactly.
logical
But we
mind.
know what it's like to be in that state.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Exactly.
you really go through a bout of crazy.
Yep.
Oh
Kind of
yeah.
crazy. Yep.
well, then that bitch is schizoid. Because
Hmm.
not only did she bring her marital problems to YouTube, she brought it to the beef sector, and she doxed the wrong person allegedly, and she's still out there looking for the bitch, and she ain't gonna stop till she actually sees the bitch and the kid standing next to Juice Man, and he's saying that that's not neither one of them.
Yep,
But
California girl. I believe
you
that.
got
The beef
other
Me
sector.
too.
dumbass bitches,
Hey,
you
I
got other
stick with that
dumbass bitches
California
out
girl.
there that's
That's what it
still
is.
saying that it was a setup.
That's what it is.
That's my
Yeah.
whole problem now.
Yeah, me
Where was the
too.
setup?
I
Where
second
It's
guess
a setup.
everything.
the
Well,
hell was
here's
the
the
setup?
thing, Todd. That
Yeah,
brings
the
me to
beef
this
sector
point.
makes you the beef sector will make you not trust anybody. That's facts. And you
Well,
will
look,
second guess everything. Yeah. And that's why for me, I had to have receipts. And Deanna didn't show no receipts. But Deanna talked about what happened. And when I got up with the girl, she sent me all the receipts, basically saying, you won't even believe why this woman bothering me, and then she
Mhm.
started showing me where it came from. And as I was reading, I could see that that's exactly what Deanna had said on her channel. That they got this random message from this guy, some pastor, saying he want to help them pay their bills. And Deanna was the first person to drop her cash app in that group message.
That
So,
was
She
the
was the
Todd,
dumb
first
part
person to
about the
drop her
beginning
How
of
cash
your
dumb?
app.
life.
How
The
dumb is
begin
that? Who would do something like that in this day and age?
When you a desperate woman, she was desperate.
Fine,
Like,
when
oh,
I tell you at the
I'm finna get
beginning,
$15. She thought she was about to get a $15 cash app.
them bitches came out in the
$15.
beginning of her life and said the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. They heard the chick still getting text messages while you was talking to her. Then they came out and asked, "Oh, is Fi having her niece play this chick?"
So what?
Wait, what? I missed all that because I was
Yeah,
running
say that
around
again.
today. What happened?
Yeah, the trolls in the chat was coming in the chat talking about, "Oh, this is, let's see this false show or whatever. Let's see this fake ass show. This ain't the real person." As they still texting her on the live. So I'm telling her, like, well, if this is the wrong person, how are they still texting the number that Deanna gave out? So y'all a bunch of assholes. Then he was like, "Oh, Five got her niece playing this chick or whatever." I'm like, wow, these bitches are real.
And that's so interesting. I didn't even see that in the chat, but I had told her before the show, I would like it if you would show your face. And I kind of explained to her how it goes over here. That
Mhm.
these people will say you're not who you say you are. If you really don't show your face, you could be anybody. So we came on, I just kind of put it in her ear and we just came on. She still wasn't on camera. And then that's when I asked her again, would you like to show your face?
So I have a question for
Yeah,
you,
I'm
Bob.
happy that she did.
Let me ask you this question, and I'm gonna ask you this because someone dropped in the chat early on in the live before you came on, and they said that the intels are saying that this was a setup, that you took the bait. So what do you think of that statement for one? And how would that work exactly is my question too.
Well,
It don't.
I always consider the source. There is no intelligence over there on that failed spaceship. So I
Don't
can't
work
make
at all.
they can't even make sense of themselves. So but they have yet to explain what bait. I didn't put her phone number out. That's really the lady. Where's the bait? Now, has she come on and porn bomb me, then yeah, we could say, yeah, that was the bait. But she
Oh,
came
Mhm.
on, showed her face, and told. So where the fuck is the bait? They just hate to admit that I got an exclusive. They live for exclusives. I don't even have to try. I reached
Yeah.
out to her. She immediately started responding and sending me receipts. She hit me up today, this afternoon, and texted me and told me at this point, I'm ready to come on your show because they still messing with me. And that's the receipt I posted on my community tab.
And she
And I told her,
probably
she probably would have did it to anybody. She probably would have went on anybody's channel that she felt had credibility or that she felt
yeah,
like
just to
treated
get
her nice
aired
or
out.
whatever. Because she don't fucking know
yes.
nobody. She
Because
probably
by
would
the
have went on
time
anybody.
Yes, I believe that. And by the time I got to her, she was so frustrated. But
Hmm.
I'm not a troll. I am a professional woman, so I know how to talk to people. So I was considering the fact that she probably sick and tired, got a million phone calls, and I came at her at a way that they obviously didn't. It's some of us are new to it, some of us are true to it, and I'm grateful that she decided to come on. You know, um, well, yeah, other than that, these haters could kick rocks. They have something to say about everything I do. And
Yeah,
you
that
would
ain't gonna
think it
matter.
wouldn't even matter. Why does it? Because I promise you, I don't care what they do. Now, I do commentary on what they do because I find it interesting. But as far as like being emotionally attached and upset and mad at them for real and really wanting to see them fail and hate that they got numbers or hate that they got a super chat or hate. No, I don't live in that space at all. I do what I'm supposed to do. I like to do my job. And then after I do my job, that's it. Like, I don't know what they mad about. What I do on my channel has nothing to do with them.
Let me
They
do my
make it
job.
about them. Like, when she gonna shut up? When you gonna stop clicking on this fucking channel? This is
Uh,
not an automated channel. It don't just pop up when you turn
uh,
your phone on. You literally gotta come and type "Fight Babe" to find me. You don't have to
uh,
do that.
uh,
You don't have
uh,
to. But
uh,
then they
uh,
come find me and then say, "Why you doing that? Why you over here?"
uh, 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 uh,
Hilarious.
uh,
Well, I just
uh.
wonder how would that how is it that you could walk away from that interview and say, "Yep, she got." I don't understand how you would. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it.
The same way they say that non monetization is winning. That's the same logic. It's coming from people with that same logic, so it makes perfect sense.
You know what? And yeah, and I second that, by babe, because since once I started establishing my channel and got monetized, and it's not like I'm making a whole lot, honey, but I be looking at them pennies every day. Like, go girl, get in your bag, and I'm
It
just gonna
adds
get
up.
better and better. I'm of course, yeah, it adds up, and there's no way I can barely find time to do content and spend time with my people. And I know I'm monetized now, right? So I couldn't imagine like being on all this crazy stuff for free. There's no way.
Yeah.
And ladies, we gotta start having slumber parties. I think
Yes.
Right.
we
Yeah.
gotta start having late night slumber parties.
Hold on. I got
Don't have
PTSD
flashbacks,
from the
Bluey.
last. Right,
No, no,
Nope.
no,
exactly.
no, Bluey. No, it ain't gonna be
Nope.
like that slumber party. It ain't gonna be like that one. It's
That
gonna be as
one,
good
that
as
one's
that
down
one.
in history.
But I think we need to get a schedule where we go on each other's platforms and have like slumber parties, like over here at Coupons, at Demita's,
Yeah.
at Champagne Honeys, like so that we really get around to each other's channel and really
Yeah.
just time and kick it and lay back, have our pajamas and our drinks and just talk
Oh,
like we talk.
I like
speaking of
that.
Demeter,
Girl, that's how the last one started. We was cool.
oh, I
So we
see.
got
It's all hot earth.
infiltrated by Tasha K's stupid ass. We was fine. We was doing exactly what you
Look,
just
that
said.
slumber party is going to go down in history, or has gone down in history, okay? And you were a part
I
of it.
still got
Oh
PTSD.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta call it something else.
Okay. Pajama
They
jam.
didn't creep, but yeah, that's cute. Pajama jam. That's cute.
So, what do y'all think about this whole fake outrage about all this colorism?
Oh,
That
child,
shit is
I'm worn
crazy. Yeah.
out.
No, it's not fake outrage. They mad for real that they not light skinned. They mad for real. It's not fake.
But I mean, come on.
I cannot.
But
I
again, it's coming from kids. It's coming from children.
cannot.
Like I'm
Oh,
serious. It's not
shit.
coming from adults.
Thank
It's
you,
coming from
Kareem.
children who are leading adults and trying to tell them what to do. It's like what? And tell them what's acceptable and who's black and who's not. And half of these people, they have no vocabulary, no understanding. If you ask them the definition of an African American versus the definition of an African, they wouldn't even be able to tell you.
Mhm.
They or and versus black, they wouldn't even be able to tell you. But they want to come on here and look at skin color, which is the most ignorant, and that doesn't really tell you anything. And half of the people that's talking don't even know what's running through their own damn DNA. When Pizarro finds out that she got 2% white in her, she probably go jump off a bridge. Find
Uh-uh.
out what you are first.
Right.
You don't even
Mhm.
know what you are.
I mean,
Mhm.
The
and
hell?
most ADOS people are mixed with a lot of different things. You know what I mean? But we we identify as black. So, it just is what it is. Whatever skin. I mean, I get it. I'm not trying to minimize that at all. All I'm saying is I feel like that right now the beef sector is like going overboard with this because and they
And they
having
don't
such
and they don't
the
know the
outrage for these comments and some of the shit that I've seen done is just ridiculous. That they wasn't outraged about that, but they outraged about some shit like this. It's crazy.
and they don't even know the difference between race and ethnicity.
They
It's a
don't.
Yeah,
lot
'cause
of people.
those are the same
They
people
have
They
that
no
don't know the
idea.
difference between just discrimination and colorism either. They don't, or
Yep.
racism. They don't understand any of it.
Yep.
And I said I'm gonna definitely do a show on it and bring an expert who really works in the field and can speak to it, so
Girl,
that
they
they
gonna drag you
understand.
again. They gonna drag you. And then
Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to put
cause
my
not
boxing
even
gloves
that,
on.
not even that. They out here preaching, the black word and everything, and they'll probably be the same ones still celebrating the 4th of July
Mm-hmm.
and probably sleep on Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey V, just let me know before you do that panel. because they're going to drag you, and I'm going to have to make sure I've drunk enough tea and cough drops to come out here and
Oh
cuss
my
these
God.
whores out.
It's gonna be above their understanding, so they won't even be able to. I don't even think they'll be able to comprehend what had happened. They won't be able to comprehend what had happened around there. They'll focus on her shirt or her lipstick. That's what they would get out of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
Lord.
let her wear the red lipstick.
Oh Lord.
Make her lips even paler.
Oh, God. Translucent.
Mm-hmm.
So, anywho, these people, Joe. It's just, it is pretty outrageous.
Hey, your sister girl,
Have you gone through that before this with other Black people?
Well, not like
Yeah.
this.
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it. Yeah, you did. You had your school date
Not
moment.
like this. I mean, it has manifested, of course, in some fashion in my life. And sometimes I didn't know what it was until later on, you know? Like as a little girl, yeah, I'm certain now that that was part of it. And at times I've had people, yeah, when people talk about it a lot, or if they bring it up every time they see me, or they always have some sort of undercutting like joke, or backhanded joke, it's telling to me as to maybe what their mind space is about color. And I have had friends that have done that, but to have someone just outright be evil towards me because of my color, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Or to tell me I'm a colorist, not based upon anything that's come out of my mouth, not based upon anything that I've ever done, not anything that you've encountered with me, but simply because of my complexion, that's ridiculous. I just think that's ridiculous. And so that's why I refuse to really indulge in the conversation too much out here, because without having that conversation. And that's because I feel like people don't want to understand. They just want to have something to fuss about. They want to have something to argue about. So they don't want to understand.
Yes. However,
they want to twist everything you say to mean something else. It's like, this is ridiculous.
Only this tiny audience in the beef sector.
Right.
Because YouTube as a whole, when you type in videos regarding race, culture, and all of that, those videos have hundreds of thousands of views. That video is going to be a video that's going to stand for years and years and years that people can come back and refer to. So outside of these people not being able to understand it, it's a great thing to have on this platform.
Yeah.
So I would agree with that.
I've had that problem. I've had that problem with not being light enough to be pretty, and then not being dark enough to be like black.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I agree with 5'8" on that, because to be honest, it was one time, like right when I was in the last few months, when I decided I was going to monetize the channel, I was starting to feel a certain kind of way about it, and things, people send us all these comments and stuff. And then I listened to Fi on one of her lives, and she was like, hell, what's the worst gonna happen? Ain't nobody gonna know but these losers and bums over here in the beef sector. You know how small this shit is? And I was like, and then a light bulb went off. Not that I didn't know that, but it was just like, you know what? Fuck all of y'all. This is like 1% of the fucking 1%. Get lost. I wouldn't give a fuck. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna go no further than this fucking sector right here. And ain't nobody studying y'all.
And what I love about it, most of the people, I would say 80% of the people that dox me, either the channel they dox me on, they lost it, or them hoes ain't even over here at all. The whole channel just gone. Or they just left. So they put in all that work and there is no record of it. It's not lasting content. Right. And that's the things you think about. There has to be a mix of, if you're gonna do for me in the beef sector, I try to have a mix of lasting content and content that if I have to snatch it down, so what? Because only the beef sector gonna watch it any damn way.
Yeah.
Y'all see what Fedora said? I've had to fight the darkest of us to prove a light-skinned black person will fook you up too. And that's the truth
You
too.
know,
It's like,
Wow.
Fedora. You know, Fedora. You know that, Fedora.
Yeah, there
I
is a
heard.
stigma that light skinned people are soft.
Uh-uh.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Even men. Oh, look at that light
mm-hmm,
skin. Look at that light skin.
mm-hmm.
He's soft. I bet his hands soft. I bet his feet soft. Why? Because he light. Let me tell y'all something. The guy I just broke up with last August. I'm tracking. It's almost been a year. I can't believe it. And
Oh my God.
I
Hold
ain't
on,
called
Kai.
him for
Hold
nothing.
on, Kai. But before
Uh,
you start talking about the guy from last year, because I
uh.
think old girl over there is doing a whole diatribe about your old relationship, like y'all was in a what they call in some type of a three-way type of relationship, and she
Who?
had a front row seat.
Who?
Read
Uh.
don't write.
She never met. She don't know him. Ain't nobody on YouTube ever met him but QB and one other person.
Listen,
Uh.
But
she come
look,
up with
look.
this
I
whole.
wait. This what I was finna say
Okay,
real
go ahead.
quick.
I'm sorry.
He was hot. He was V Lenore's color. We got along great. But he act like. First of all, I found him very attractive, extremely sexy.
Uh-huh.
But he didn't think he was sexy.
Oh wow.
So and then he would actually he always got women's attention. He would literally hold his head down and shit. He didn't want attention because he
Oh.
didn't understand what the hell they was doing. So that's what I liked. He didn't know he was as fine as he was. So it was very easy for me to trick him into thinking I was the baddest. And that he ought to be glad. But
Uh.
anyway, so that's the wrong way. But it wasn't nothing weak about him, you know. But that's just a misconception that just because a man light skinned that he's arrogant, that he think he the finest thing in the room and all that. No, hell no. Hell no. So
I
It's
just
so
used to
funny. I
play
heard
around
someone
like
say
they
yesterday.
bruise easily. That was the only joke that I always had was that they bruise easily. But that was it.
Would you say, Booty? Say it again. Say it one more time.
I, I said that was the joke I used to have is that they bruise easily.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
Not that
do. Yeah,
not
that is
not
true.
that they couldn't fight. I mean, they could get down, but you would see
Yeah.
how they got down.
Yeah. Hell,
Well,
you just grab me by the hand. I'll be like, black and blue tomorrow just by
yeah.
squeezing my
Well,
hand too tight.
well, I'm not as light as you, V, but I was like my dad and them had my dad's side of the family has a lot of Indian in them. So I have a red undertone, and I probably was a lot lighter when I was younger. But what I do remember is that I used to always I always was the kid that had the Kool-Aid ring on the top of the lip. That used to drive me so crazy. I'll be outside after drinking. I'll be
you
Hilarious.
try to scrub
stain
my lip.
fast.
Huh?
You stain fast.
Yeah. Not no more.
Taking her whole face in the damn cup,
Now,
too.
so y'all gonna tell me y'all ain't never seen them little light bright kids that got the red the Kool-Aid or juice above their lip.
Oh,
But
God.
even that picture that Jess Kimmy uses, I
Mhm.
love that picture with all the different shades of the black women.
Oh yeah, yeah, me too, me too.
That
Well,
is a
there's a
beautiful
white girl in there.
representation.
Yeah.
Are there? I think it's
It's a
only
white
two
girl in
black girls. Yeah, the girl in the center is white. I think they're mixed. I think they're all different ethnicities. I don't think they're all
Oh,
black.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah,
But I
but no,
love
the
to
idea.
see the full representation, from the lightest
Yeah,
of the lightest to the
yeah.
darkest of the darkest. There are some extremely dark black models with blue eyes.
Mhm.
Gorgeous. I just
Mhm.
discovered a whole tribe that I hadn't known about because I love reading and learning about different tribes. And I
Mhm.
found one that had they black with
Yes.
blonde hair and blue eyes.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Now, how the
Yes.
hell would they fit in the beef sector
Yeah.
with these people so ignorant? They
Yeah.
can't even
Very.
imagine black people with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Exactly. There is a whole. It's so funny because the first time I ever heard that was when Jamie Foxx did his last comedy special. It's what's it called? I'm gonna need or I might need security. And that's where he talked about OJ, and he talked about his trip to Africa, and he talked about the kangaroos being sexy. Y'all remember that one? Did y'all see that show?
Yeah, I seen that. I
That thing
remember
is
The
the
that.
what
funniest
now?
ever. Huh?
The what now?
He was talking about the kangaroos when he went to Africa and how sexy they look. I don't want to say anymore, but it is freaking hilarious. Okay. And I bring that up because he mentioned that he said he went
Yeah,
to a village and he said everyone in the village looked like Halle Berry. He said, you don't think that you would see a village of black people, Africans in particular, that complexion. It's just like so much that we don't know. So that show came out about 20 years ago. So that was the first time I had ever heard it. But
yeah.
so that just goes to prove that's why we can show up any kind of way. ZX was showing some pictures on his show the other day, and it was showing these families, where you'd have two dark complected parents who literally had a literally light complected child, but you could tell that child was their kid. Like it looked just like their
Yeah.
parents. It was
Yes.
just light skin,
I have a set of cousins like that. I have my aunt is dark skinned and her husband is light skinned. And so their first daughter came out light skinned, looking just like her dad. And the second daughter came out dark skinned, looking just like the mom. But they are blood sisters, and they are like at least 5 shades different.
Mhm.
And yeah, but you can tell, just like you said, in their face, you can tell that those are their parents. So it happens, and because genetics jump, they
You
jump
could
around.
have a set of twins like that, one dark,
Yes.
one light.
One
Yeah.
black, one
Oh,
white,
yeah.
especially a biracial.
You have one black, one white, show
That's
again.
right. And be
Then what?
straight up
What the
twins.
B sector gonna do with that? Accept the black one and tell the white one no? Like,
And
who?
got the same two
Oh my
parents.
God. Same 2 parents.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Now this is a little off the subject, but since you brought it up, have y'all heard about the twins that that you can have twins and they have different fathers?
Uh-huh.
I heard that before.
Yes.
I have
Saw it
heard
on Maury.
I've
That's
seen
crazy, ain't it?
stories like that.
It was
Yes.
on Maury.
I just learned recently that and y'all tell me if y'all ever heard this, that every person that you sleep with before you get pregnant, your baby has a part of them in them.
Shut the hell
That
up.
your baby
No,
is
I didn't
made
hear
up.
that. I haven't heard that.
That your baby is made up of every guy.
Oh hell no.
Oh wait, let me.
Is that why there's DNA is never 100%
Ooh.
accurate?
The DNA basically saying their DNA, I guess, if they didn't use protection, basically saying their DNA has become a part of your DNA. So if if you have a baby,
Prophetess Phi, baby, you know about soul ties, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get soul ties. We definitely, I don't know, that's not too far fetched.
and I'm sure it's
Okay.
not hard to Google. I can't
Is
remember
that
where I
why?
read it at, but I'm sure it's
Is
not
that
hard
why
to
there's
Google.
only 6 degrees of separation?
Shut up. That's crazy. Well, wait, listen to this. I remember years ago. Now, I don't believe this, but I don't know anymore. I don't know. But I remember years and years and years ago, a friend of mine he's one of those real militant kind of dudes anyway. And he had joined the nation. And we were in the barbershop one day and he was in there talking. I was like, oh Lord, here we go. So he's telling stories and he was trying to tell the people why it is that that white girls who have been dating black men for a long time or have been dating one black man for a long time and they've been having sex for a long time and
Get a
That never
booty.
get melanated.
yes, that the ejaculation, that semen stays becomes a part of that woman's DNA, and that's why they start to look more black and act more black.
That's how
Because
they get their melanin.
I think
they start to
they
take
just
on
go
more
to the
features.
tanning booth more.
Huh? Would you say?
I said I think they just go to the tanning booth more.
No, he's not talking about them going to the tanning booth. He's talking about everything. He's like they become and start to look more black. He wasn't necessarily talking about
Oh, got the
complexion per se.
color. Okay. Well, I
What
don't
y'all
know.
think about that? I used to say that's crazy, but then I started to wonder about some of these things. There may be a teensy bit of truth in it.
I think we don't know the half of not only ourselves, but of this world we live in this
Right.
universe.
Yeah.
And what God created. I don't even think we know we our minds could even fathom. And I love finding out all these new discoveries and learning out about this stuff that I've never known because it just shows me how powerful God is. Like, wow, you know. But yeah, I don't doubt any of it. And when I do doubt, I just go to Google.
Yeah, well, true. And Nurse Noreen, I know it does sound really ignorant, but sometimes I be like, you know what? They sure do be acting a little differently. They sure do fill out their body start changing.
I
I don't
was
know.
gonna say that they get a booty. They
They
definitely
get a
get a
booty.
booty.
Things
Well, what
start
the hell
shifting.
happened to me?
Huh? I don't know. Same
What the
here. I
hell
feel the
happened to me?
same way. I feel the same way, Booty. I get it. Yeah, it doesn't make that much
Listen,
sense, does it? After all. I hear
Well,
you, girl.
Tweety said that they gradually change their features. Like they gradually change their hairstyle and they
Yeah, they
gradually
do. They
tan.
start getting their
I've been
hair
with this
cut
man.
like ours.
I've
They're
been with
Yeah.
this
short.
man for 22 goddamn years. 22 goddamn years. What the hell is wrong with this picture?
Hmm?
Oh, I lost y'all. My bad. Go ahead.
What'd you say? Say that one more time.
It sounds like
I
you
said
mumbling, Bluty.
it
She
might
says
be the
it's about
headphones.
22 years.
I said I've been with this man for 22 years. What's this problem? Why? Where's my ass?
Yeah, I hear you. I got the hips and no booty.
With all due respect, I heard they gotta hit it from the back.
And
Hello?
I also think they were saying it was
Fuck you
reversed.
mean?
That it was the
Hello?
white girls that were getting the black genetics. It's in reverse, Bluty.
I mean,
I don't
Fabe
think,
said that shit like she said, hello.
I know that listen, I heard her that that's why I just talked right on over it.
I mean, shit.
Oh, and Five Babe, this is the other thing I was going to ask you. Why do I keep hearing people say that we're a colorist group? That you're colorist, Five Babe? How's that possible?
Well, they should at this point because I
Because
have
she
started.
black during the day and she white at
No.
night.
See, listen. I give them what they want. Okay, I believe in giving the girls what they want. Y'all know that about me. I am bleaching. I've started bleaching today. I'm trying to get rid of. I'm trying. No, I'm trying to get rid of some dark spots. My dermatologist gave me some kojic acid. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh,
It's
shit.
Okay.
It's
I need that for
KOJIC acid.
Okay.
Skin.
Okay.
It says skin whitening serum. Now, who
Okay.
gonna
Oh,
do
God.
something about it?
Okay.
Oh, my
Girl, I'm
God.
glad you spelled that out.
I'm putting it on my inner thighs, on my elbows, on my knees. Who gonna do something?
Oh, girl, please
And I
don't
need
talk
to
about
get
the
rid of
inner
all
thighs.
dark spots. It's the
Oh, my
summertime.
God.
And this woman sold me this stuff today. And I started using it today.
Okay.
They can
That
Okay.
bitch
retail
starting to
that.
look like a Dalmatian.
Girl, I'm so glad.
Not a
Listen,
Fool. Use a fool.
I'm so, but listen, y'all, I'm so glad 5A mentioned them
can't
inner thighs, honey, because I
stand.
wasn't gonna
Oh,
say
my
nothing.
God.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing. Got them inner thighs, baby.
Child.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I cannot.
Child.
I cannot.
No,
Not a
bitch.
whole
No.
Dalmatian.
Bluty always trying to drag me. She always trying to drag. But why? I'm gonna show you the before and after of
No,
these
you're not.
elbows,
No,
knees,
you're not.
and the dark spots. Watch. I'm gonna tell
You're
y'all
going to be
the
looking like
kojic
Boss Lady
acid
New
work.
Jersey.
Oh, Okay. On that note, let me take a quick break. I'm going to run a quick commercial. Yes.
You
We'll
gonna
be
give
back.
herself vitiligo? How you gonna give yourself vitiligo?
Goodbye. We'll be right back. Ooh wee.
Girl, what you selling on that commercial?
What am I selling?
Bleaching cream.
I'm selling, you know.
You selling your brand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just getting five. Everybody else knows. Bluty and Five may not know. I'm just getting V Lenore back. V Lenore has given me the blues for at least 2 weeks, and she's just but she hasn't. I didn't catch her live the last one.
Well, speaking since you want to bring that up, Coupon, there is one last note, and with M Town Boy for you being in the chat, I think
no.
Oh yes, I think this. Oh yes, oh
no.
yes, and Five Babies here too. Oh yes, oh
No.
yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. I just have to know.
I gotta go to work in the morning. I gotta go to work in the morning, y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna catch you back on the. You want? Okay, go ahead, V. Go ahead, V. Go ahead.
Let me just ask you this now, Coupon, that all the information has come out, and you learn that this girl, you know, this story that Monique had about DL, and the fact that he was a coward because he picked his friend and he was afraid of his friend, and that's why he didn't call out the friend that had touched his daughter, only to find out that it wasn't a friend, that it was another kid when both kids were 13 years old. And that no time did he ever say that it was a friend. And now you see how Monique has jumped the gun, manipulated the stories, keeps changing and shifting the stories and the justifications for her actions. Do you now see where she might not have been right? Because initially it was a contract dispute, then it was all these other things.
Absolutely. After further investigation, okay, on my part, I am very fair. I believe two things. I believe in speaking up for yourself. I believe D.L. Hughley had something fugazi going on with the contract, but I also believe that thing with DL's daughter, after hearing all that, was too far. She weaponized that like yeah, that was too far. That part I think was too far. It was too much. But as far as her like gagging and roasting him on stage, I don't think that's any different than what shit we watch in the B sector. And I think she did it on her platform, like a lot of people do. But anything beyond that, I do think that was too far. I'll give you that. I do.
Yeah. M-Town Boy for you, are you saying you're team Monique because you just love and support Monique, which is great, because I think they even still, you can say this person is wrong, but I'm love and I'm still going to support him. That's fine. Or are you saying that Monique was still right with everything she did? He just said.
Don't answer that.
He already answered. He said that doesn't change the shadiness of DL, but I hate the child was brought up. Okay, so that was wrong. I mean, look, the shadiness of DL, and here's the other thing I think is interesting. People keep saying, see, DL has had a radio show for over, probably close to 15, 17 years now, a couple of different radio shows. And And so people ask him about celebrity news and current events and stuff. When he's interviewed, that's what they want to know. He's a commentator. He talks political commentary. He does political commentary. He does celebrity commentary, right? So when they ask him a question, he gives his honest feedback. And then they say he inserted himself. Like I always remind people, isn't that what we do? Like every time I come out here and I talk about Wendy Williams or Jussie Smollett or anybody, am I inserting myself in their business or am I just giving commentary? I'm just wondering.
It's
I
a
mean,
fine line.
right.
It's a fine line because if you actually doing commentary, like you chose a subject to talk about it and you're talking about it, if you actually ask that question and you answer that question, then you're someone else is like bringing you in. If you're putting yourself in there, somebody else is bringing you in there. It's two totally different things.
Well, I mean, look, when people come up, so the last couple of months I've been doing these. I guess we've done what, two of them so far, or three. Anyway, with 5A was on the panel with my friend Derek and Sherman, and then I had Cinda on the next time. I asked them very specific, questions about things that were going on in current events. That's really what happens a lot of times. Like when DL went on Vlad's like going to ask him, okay, well, this is in the news. What do you think about this? That's what I'm saying to 5A. 5A, this is in the news. What do you think? So am I inserting her in their business or is she just giving commentary? That's what we do.
I mean, I agree. I mean, all of that I don't have I don't have a problem with any of that. My only thing is I don't buy into respectability politics, and I don't covet materialistic, not fame, not being in a certain clique or any amount of money or a job so much that I would give myself of that. So that's the standpoint I was coming from, and I was thinking of Monique's plight in the fact, because initially when it came out, everybody was saying, "Oh, she'll never work again," but and all the point I was making was sometimes being able to sleep at night is better than being, because I'm the type of person,
But
I don't want to work around a bunch of fake and phony people anyway. So maybe the money, maybe she is comfortable with what she has and she's not trying to be
but
all
she is trying to be, because she's the one
right,
It's
that's
still just going to
fighting.
be relative. It's just all relative. It's always going to be
right,
different with
right, right.
everybody's
So on
perspective.
that end, I agree. I mean, listen, I was just like, listen, if she felt slighted, she said what she had to say. I feel like she had a right to do that. But after that, then this, of course, snowballed into all this other stuff. And then, like I said, I do stand behind the fact that his daughter being brought, after I heard everything, his daughter being brought into it was unnecessary, I
Yeah,
believe.
leave the
Because
kids alone. Period.
yeah.
Well,
Because
let me say this too. Well,
Keep
two
the
quick
keep
things.
the beef
but I
between
mean,
y'all
Hold
yeah,
two.
on, y'all. Hold on,
I
y'all.
also believe he
Hold
snaked.
on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
Go
Let me
ahead.
say these two quick things. One, I want to say this to Empress One. Mo said Dia was the one that brought up the kid, but so that's why she spoke on it. The truth is, she spoke on the kid, but she told a narrative that was untrue. She just grabbed the story out of thin air and thought she knew what happened and put words in his mouth. That's deceitful, and that goes along with the second point that I want to make, is that if you really think about it, and this is what disturbs me the most about the entire thing. When she came out, she told us it was a contract dispute and that DL had done something to her. And then in the midst of that, she jumped right into a previous time when they had dinner together, and the fact that she had, just all these other things, which allowed all of you to create a narrative also that was not true. The narrative was that people ran away with was that there was a discussion backstage. DL refused to go on stage if Monique was going to be the thing. He's a coward because he won't stand up for the right thing. That's what she left everybody with that night. And that made DL look real crazy. You all thought she had actually talked to this man. They had words backstage, because even Coupon, your words verbatim were, for sure, I know she didn't just come out there for no reason. She didn't.
Listen,
He had, but no, I'm not getting on you. I'm just saying that that's what she wanted you to do. That's exactly what she wanted you to do. And then when DL comes out and says, I haven't spoken to Monique in 20 years. We never had words. The only person she went to about the contract was the promoter. Had she come to me, we probably could have worked something out. That left us knowing that, okay, now that wasn't true. So she left us thinking that because she wanted us to think that. So then she shifted it. He is a coward, and let me show you how he's a coward. He won't stand up for the right thing. And then she puts out the stuff about the daughter. And then she says this whole narrative about this daughter. And then come to find out that's not true. Because everybody ran off and said, well, she right. He is a coward. That is low down and dirty. And Monique stands for what's right. And she always proves that she's the thing is, that's not true either. And that's why she had to come out again. So I just say all that to say is she tried to deceive
I heard him say
everybody
that.
fell into
I heard his story. I heard him say,
She just went by the wrong way of doing it because her whole narrative is trying to clear her name of being the hardest to work with in like the comedy industry and all, from 20 years ago to now with the Lee Daniels thing and everything else. Like she's just trying to get that stigma off of her, but the more she's trying to do it, the worse.
Hold on one second. I'm Brooks. He just had to come out again. The child. It was 2 children. They were 13. Because of Monique coming out here and now using that kid, or she's a grown woman now, but still using that girl's trauma against her father and then creating a narrative that was absolutely untrue. He did not say friend on Sway. You need to go back and listen. He never says a friend. He said, because I like the person, I did not believe my daughter. That's what he said.
I thought
he did not say a friend. You got to go back and listen.
He said that he had a relationship with this person. I heard him too.
Right.
And he did not indicate
the kids had grown up together.
Oh.
He's known the kids all their lives. They grew up together. He liked the kid. And he didn't learn about it until years later. Once the girl was an adult is when he learned that it had transpired at 13. And at that point, he said, well, I just thought, he said he feels bad about it because he thought, well, that's what kids do. He was saying that's what kids do. And to some degree, there's a whole lot of grown-ass men out here that think that that's what boys do. That's why they let girls do certain things and boys get away with others. And now he kicks himself in the ass for having said that to his daughter.
But now you're blaming all that on Monique, but based on the interview.
I am blaming it on Monique because Monique is the one who brought it up. None of us needed to know all of these details.
Right, but the story he told was not that.
He didn't give you a story. He said that his daughter was touched. See, you all need to go back and listen.
I myself have had to take accountability for the fact that my own child, blah, blah, blah. And
he's taking accountability, Cuba. I think we're getting off the subject. He's taking accountability.
She took it as an opportunity to make it seem like that was an adult man.
Exactly.
And that was his, and she wanted to put it in our minds because I believe that's what was in her mind because she didn't know the damn details either.
Exactly.
But she wanted it to be out there like that happened to a little girl by an adult male because that's the image I had.
That's the image I had too.
And for her to not to know the details. Yes. And that's why I feel this situation has really let me see how manipulative Monique has been. She's very manipulative.
That's why I said it's making it work from her trying to prove. She's trying to prove that she's not hard to work with, as she's proven that she's hard to work with.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Well, see, I definitely agree with that, and I think I said that too. I was like, if you're so against, so on one hand, I understand, it could be said that if there was never any rebellious slaves, that black folks would still be slaves. So somebody had to buck the system, right? But on the other hand, I'm thinking if you really don't care and all these people are snakes, why find something else to do instead of trying to entertain with these people? So on one hand, I feel like Monique was done wrong at times, so to speak, whatever. But I absolutely stand by the fact that to me, separate from Monique, DL has COON tendencies. And that's all I'm saying about that.
It's so funny that y'all say that, because I'm telling you, that dude is a militant for real. So that the fact that y'all say that, I don't know where I saw someone say he's an Uncle Tom. I don't know where y'all getting this from.
It doesn't matter what you do behind doors. See, that's the thing. That's the difference. It doesn't matter what you do.
I'm not even talking about behind closed doors. I'm talking about the things that he says and does right
He
there.
fucked me up.
He has
He fucked me up when he said that Precious wasn't just a movie; it was an autobiography. That fucked me up. When
that's after he said that her she done talked about the dog, the wife.
He fucked me up with that. I was on the floor. I was on the floor. I'm sorry. I was on the floor. That shit was funny. I'm sorry.
But she had already victimized him.
That shit was funny.
She had victimized his wife and his life, and she was also lying to us. That doesn't count for anything. She was leading you to believe something that wasn't true.
I never believed that they particularly had an argument behind stage.
Yes, you did. Because it's on tape. You came out here and said
I didn't say
you believe they had words, and he had to have said something to that woman in order for her to go out there and do that. That's
exactly he had to have done something to her.
All right now, ladies.
Done something to her is different from saying something to her. I wasn't sure about.
You said they had. You said he had to have said something. They had to have talked behind the scenes. I said you all are assuming that all this transpired. I always feel like you have to listen to what.
I may have misspoke. I never believed that and I still do believe that he did do something behind the scenes. Clearly, because it's been a lot of. I've heard DL Hughley talk about Monique a lot of times.
Coupon. We've established that the flyers and the tickets are printed weeks before an event. Weeks.
No. Listen, I understand.
And if the flyer says he's the headliner, and you see his pictures, the biggest picture on there, and it says with her, that means he's the headliner. She knows how this goes. So you mean to tell me she didn't know that till she got there? That's a lie.
But in 2022, a signed contract is supposed to hold more weight than a flyer.
If that marketing, look, let me tell you something. She wants to know what the marketing has been like. They approve all of that stuff on the front end of things. She doesn't want to go into a show that is not marketed properly and doesn't have a full house, which I understand it didn't even have a full house. Either way it went. And who knows what the reason was for that. But they always want to see those things. So you may be right with that, but you don't know that they didn't have a signed contract. We just know that he posted a memo and she posted her performance contract. But the memo outlines all the things that's supposed to be in a contract.
But in 2022, a signed contract trumps.
I just said you don't know that he didn't have a signed contract. He didn't post it, but that doesn't mean he didn't have one.
Right. See, it's a lot of things that and I guess again, I'm not necessarily basing it on Monique. Let's just say two random people. If we look at the facts, again, it's a lot of things that DL didn't say that people are assuming as well. You guys are assuming that he was the legal headliner, but he didn't never post anything saying it. Monique
the flyers and the tickets and the deal memo and the fact that his contract was fulfilled and hers wasn't, that tells me all I need to know.
No, not in Hollywood, because
yes, in Hollywood.
Listen,
yes, absolutely in Hollywood. The contract was fulfilled when he headlined the show that night, and the promoter told her no. That's contract.
The contract was fulfilled because Monique decided to go ahead and go out, and that's when she decided.
She didn't have a choice, because if she didn't, she would have been in breach of their contract.
She had a signed contract. She could have never been in breach of contract. She had the contract.
Well, but here's the other thing. She could have taken it to DL and let the both of them take it to the promoter. But they didn't do that.
Or she could have just included 10 minutes in it of her show. She's a comedian, and she could have roasted and gagged him like we see a lot of people do on YouTube. I don't see the problem with that.
But I don't think but she came out there to get people upset with him. She didn't come out there to roast and gag him. She said that she was going to anyway, which tells me that she just wanted an excuse to do it because she'd already planned to do it. But she would have been better off just doing that and not telling us a lie about a whole contract situation.
But that wasn't a lie
because he wouldn't stand
down. He has a contract. How is it? She has a contract, D. How is it?
But he has a contract too. And she didn't ask him to see his. Because she didn't talk to him.
She has a contract, though, is what I'm saying. So she could have never been lying.
She should have stood her ground.
She could, absolutely. She could have stood her ground.
Why didn't why did she blame D.L. Hughley and not the promoters?
Because according to
because the contract's not with D.L. Hughley, the contract is with the promoter.
But wasn't D.L. Hughley's promotion, what his promotion company doing the whole promotion thing?
No, the promoter is the person who.
No, I know. But
Monique's husband did her contract, and the promoter got up with DL after Monique's contract was already submitted, but it was done by her management, which is her husband.
Yeah, you mean like her agent or her manager, Coupon. I know we knew where you was getting at.
Right, which is fine. What's wrong with your agent or your manager writing your contract? Because those are your terms.
There's nothing wrong with it. The problem is this. Is your dispute with the other person that was also hired like you to perform that night? Or is your contract with the person who hired you, the promoter?
No, right.
No, I'm asking you, Coupon. I'm asking you, is your contract with the promoter, or is your contract with the person that's also performing like you?
And let me reiterate what I was trying to convey on my live the first time. I get all of that. What I am saying is that there was a lot of misogynistic favoritism and a lot of things working behind.
That's an assumption. Why are you here? You go again. How do you know that there's favoritism shown? How you know that DL even knows these people that hired him? How you know that?
How do you know that they don't?
But I'm not assuming that they do or that they don't. I'm not going to tell a story because it fits my narrative.
What I'm saying is, I feel
let's
like
go on the facts. We don't know that
like
to be the
D.L.
case.
Hughley used it. Monique them had a contract. Her company got it together. It got signed after the fact.
By whom?
It got signed by the promoter and by her production company. Okay. And then after the fact.
So why is she mad at DL?
Because his reaction.
What was his reaction? Because I didn't see him. Did you see him? Because I know
he hadn't had one yet, Coupon. She had the first reaction. They didn't see each other that night.
They didn't see each other, Coupon.
Right. But listen, but what I'm saying is when the promoter allegedly, now all this because we were not privy to these conversations. Allegedly, when the promoter contacted or was talking, however it went, to Monique. The promoter put it all on DL, saying, listen, DL is saying that he's not going to go, he's not going to headline for you, that he's not going to go, it's going to ruin the show. And so then at that point, Monique had, she could have said, listen, I had this signed contract, I'm not doing it, I'll take you to court, blah, blah, blah. Or she decided, you know what, this, whatever was on her heart about DL, I'll go ahead. It's no problem. I feel like I can kill it anyway. I'm going to go out. I'm going to talk my shit and I'm going to be done with it. But I feel like it was fucked up the way he went behind my back and tried to
Who said he went behind her back?
I do kind of get that.
You see what I'm saying?
It does seem like the promoter was
behind anybody's back though. That's the part.
Because look, this how. Because Monique got that information from him. She didn't get it from DL because they hadn't talked all night. So the promoter came to Monique being messy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Said DL was saying he ain't coming out.
Look, promoters are going. First of all, I'm not going to say this promoter lied and DL didn't say that, because I'm going to tell you something. If I have a contract that says that I'm the headliner and Monique has a contract that says she's the headliner, I think Monique should have stood her ground the same way DL stood his.
But as a black woman that's already been blackballed and all that,
she didn't help herself. What she did not help. She would have been better off doing something differently. What she did do may have done her in.
Baby off, maybe in your eyes. And my whole point was,
no, there's a lot of people's eyes that are saying this. I'm not making that up because it's my opinion.
Listen, but the only eyes that matter is hers, and that's what we're forgetting.
I think that
everybody has
something
their
else.
opinions, but if Monique can sleep at night with what she's done, that's all I was saying. Sometimes getting it off your chest and standing, whether she's right or wrong. I'm not saying whether because I wasn't there. I'm just saying that whether she was right or wrong, and whether it was, and people think, well, that was old. Well, it don't matter how old it was. If a person has wronged you, we don't have a right to tell a person when they should let something go or how they should respond to it.
I agree with you.
So if she felt like sacrificing her other opportunities was worth that at this point, then I don't
think she believes that, y'all. I don't believe she thinks that at all, because she's gone harder for less. This is something you're saying. This is a personal attack again on her. Here's the other question: what do y'all think about the sister coming forth the other day and telling Monique to stop, and that she's miserable, and that, you know, the fact that she would bring up somebody else's child's trauma? Where's her child? Because, you know, she's estranged from every single person in her bloodline, with the exception of those 2 kids in her house and her husband.
I think she's worse than Monique. I think Monique's sister is worse than her. I have a real problem when blood relatives come on social media trying to make their own blood look bad. See, DL and Monique, they not related. You know what I'm saying? But that's Monique's sister. What the hell you got going on? I feel like Monique has been burned by a lot of people in her family. I'm not saying she's no sort of angel, because I don't even think she is. I think she's very manipulative. But I think she's also been burned by a lot of people, like when Oprah had her whole family on her show. And that whole big blow up because Monique she didn't want to go or wasn't privy. I don't know. But the brother
told her that she didn't want to go. Yeah.
So I think there's some major trust issues, and even in her own family. Yeah. So when your family members come out, that's trash.
And
I think that if her brother, I mean, look, if I believe that her brother touched her, he certainly didn't seem like he was denying it when he got interviewed that time. I think, though, that there's so much. I think that if that's possible, there's probably a whole lot of dysfunction that was happening in that household, and I think that that everybody in the household is damaged in some fashion, even if the same thing didn't happen to everybody. On the flip side of that, too, I think that Monique has talked about that family like a dog, every single person in there, and she has a platform, and they never have had a platform other than going on Oprah, and then now we're hearing this lady saying this. So I have heard her say a lot of things about them, but I guess, you know, we have to be mindful that's somebody else's life too. And maybe she was saying, I'm tired of you all, she's always trashing us. She has destroyed us. She said that both Monique didn't go to neither of the parents' funerals. There was a lot that came out with that.
Well, the fact, that I don't know that, family, them still waters run deep, but I'm not surprised. Like I don't fault Monique, but I don't take that as a slight to her, say, well, she's estranged from her whole family, because when your whole family has on some level possibly participated in your trauma, I definitely agree with cutting them off. Anything that hurts you, you let that go. You only got one life to live. I don't care if it's blood or anybody else. You let that go. So her being estranged from her family don't mean she's the one that's wrong, because there's some families out here.
It doesn't, but she's estranged from almost everybody she's ever dealt with.
But it doesn't help the narrative. Like the narrative is she doesn't along with nobody. And then for her to bring up DL's daughter when she has an estranged son is just another example of her delusion.
Right. I mean, but well, and see, and that, and all of that, I don't know, because this is kind of layered with Monique, because I believe that the fact that her first son, because I think she had did a show about that, as to why it was so important for her, why she would not do the promotion for Precious, because she had other small children, and that when she had her first son, she was so busy on tour trying to chase the Hollywood dream and all of that stuff, that fractured her relationship with her son, and that she would never do that again. So maybe that's why she's so aloof with it. That's all I can think of. Because like, if someone's really chasing fame and wanting to be
but what
with
does that have
Hollywood
to do
people.
with her repairing her son? He's still alive. Like, I
Yeah.
get you're saying that she's gonna make sure she's a better mother to the new kids. Well, they not new anymore, but the twins. But what about the other one that's out there? What's going on with that? It's like, if you're gonna open your mouth, why you not opening your mouth about that? It's like she picks and chooses the BS she wants to get on, and then tells her audience, y'all need to ride with me. And it's like, what are we riding for again?
But
Because
I thought her and her son are good now. Her and her
No,
son
they're
are
not.
oh, are
they're
they
not.
good now?
No,
I
they are
thought they were
not.
good.
They weren't good as of 2 days ago. When do you think
Oh,
they was good?
I, I thought that was a part of the
No, that's
reconciliation.
what the sister just said. He is estranged from her for years.
Oh, okay. It's my first time hearing that. I thought she had corrected that, but I don't know. So like I said, that runs deep. I do not think that um
And
this
that's
is
why
deep.
we were saying, why would she talk about DL's daughter and she's not even talking to her own son?
Well, because I think I think she did not think that she didn't think
She
it
wasn't
through.
thinking. That's
She
right.
got she got the video, and she thought, oh man, look, that it would be a way to take a dig at
Mm-hmm.
DL Hughley, and since he had already put it out there, she didn't, and it backfired
A
on her.
grown woman who
And
was
what
going
I
through the
find
same
so
thing.
sad,
That's the thing about it.
what
She's
I
gone through
find,
the exact same thing. And she would take that
yeah,
and use that as a weapon. But go ahead, Fi.
yeah, yeah, she's completely disconnected from her own reality on that one. But what I find so sad is the fact that she's so powerful without all that extra drama, and but she's not focused. She's much more focused on drama than she is her career, because she just got all these opportunities because 50 Cent just co-signed her. Her and Lee
Mm-hmm.
Daniels just repaired their relationship. Like,
Mm-hmm.
things were on an up and up for her. she's
Mm-hmm.
she's being noticed. She
Mm-hmm.
hasn't figured out how to say what she needs to say, get her point across without self-sabotaging. And she does it every single time. And it's not even that what she's saying is not true sometimes, but the fact that she's not focused, her arguments keep changing. She got a problem with everybody. She wants to address it's just too much. And it just takes the focus off of her as a comedian and as a powerful voice. I wish she could find a better way to express herself. We are so
Yeah, me
emotional.
too. Me
As
too.
Black women, we are so emotional, and the message get lost, not because we don't know what the hell we talking about or we're not intelligent, but them all that extra stuff, it does us no good. And we're watching it.
Yep.
I'm suing Netflix, and I'm mad at DL Hughley, and I'm mad at Oprah and Tyler Perry. It's like, girl,
So
they want to ride with you, but how many stops before we get to the destination?
Well,
And you just go ahead
yeah,
and do
because
a
it was just
movie
like,
again.
well, let me
yeah,
ask
because
y'all
it was
this.
just like where she came in at the time when like the height of comedy was like all male dominated and stuff like that, and she was like just breaking through and stuff like that. Cool, but that not how do I say it? The way she went about it and the way she's going about it is like she just wants to come in here and just like a bull in a china shop and just like, yo, I'm here, give me everything y'all got, and we be alright. It's like, nah, like they looking at her like we have to work for this shit too. Like, what the fuck? Like, you gotta go through the same shit we went through. It ain't just cause you a woman. You like, we still had to go through shit to get where we at. It ain't just gonna because, oh, you a woman. and you just gonna come in here and just get everything that we got now and not have what we had back then. Like, nah, you gotta work your way up too. So she felt that if she worked her way up, that she would still get that acknowledgement. But when she did, she felt that she still didn't get the acknowledgement that she thought she deserved. That's what went through her fucking head before she started just coming out and just like fuck this, y'all gonna give it to me or I'm gonna take it type shit. Like, you know, had niggas hands up. Like they was at they was at gunpoint for a minute. Like, yo, give me what the fuck you got. And niggas was like, nah, chill.
Listen, what I'm saying, I get that, but let me pose this to a question to you ladies. Does it seem, is Monique, it seems like, oh, it's always woe is Monique, or is it the fact that Monique is one of the only ones that actually, that actually speaks about the truth and the bullshit that go on behind the scenes? Because we
Why
all
didn't the
know.
truth matter until it impacted her?
It's both.
I'm just asking though, why didn't the truth matter before that? You mean to tell me it wasn't until she was fighting to get the or on the road to get the Oscar that she realized that, you know, the way they treat people in Hollywood is unfair? She had just figured that out in that moment.
I think so, because
I
she
don't
was
think so. Come
she
on
was a
now.
stand-up comedian. It was all new to her. She was a
No,
stand-up
it was not new
comedian.
to her. She'd been in the industry 20 years by that time. What are you talking about?
Right, and
It's not new to
that's
her.
what went to her. That's what went to her head about it. It was her longevity in the industry, and the
20
fact that
years.
The Oscar thing. She felt that when that, like, it was supposed to like lift her up to a certain caliber of comedian after that. Like, it didn't put her in the same bracket that she was in. Like, she expected more that she didn't get because there was this stigma about her that she was hard to work with. So that's why I said it fucked her over, because it's like, yo, you trying to fight the fact that you hard to work with while you still being hard to work with. Like, how could you fight something that you proven you are?
I mean, I can see it from both sides. I definitely see it from both sides, but it's a small part of me that wants to feel like, listen, um, the person who always speaks out against an unjust system is always going to be deemed the problem.
But she
Right, but
hasn't
that's what
always spoken out, and that is my
that's
point.
what I'm
So
saying.
why is
Even
it that it
even with
didn't
her
matter
speaking
until
out,
it
it wasn't
impacted her?
always unjust. It
But
wasn't
but
every time
but you
she spoke out, it wasn't always unjust. That's what I'm saying. She's speaking out just period. Like everything's a problem. Like everything wasn't a problem. Like she was getting roles, she had her own TV show, she was getting everything that, you know, people was getting at that time. DL
She
had
was
his
a talk
show.
show host. They fired
Yeah,
her from BET because of her attitude. You do know that that's how she lost her show, her talk show, because of
like
her all her
she was
fans and
having
stuff there.
everything that everybody had,
She was
but
getting
it
on my
wasn't enough
nerves
for
on
her.
that show. She was getting on my nerves on
Yeah,
that
I
show.
didn't too much care for that talk
All her
show, so I
guests,
don't know
she would
about that.
sit, she would be so close up on them, like Ayanna Van Zant, sitting knee to knee with them, holding their hand. She always told them, I love you. They always cried every other episode. It was like, girl, where's the purple couch? Where is the couch for this lady? It's
You know,
sad to
But
watch
that's
Sherman
her.
what
was
I'm
She's
on
so
saying.
there.
talented.
Sherman was
That's
on
all
there
I'm
for about
saying.
2 or 3
She
episodes
swore.
because he was doing these little skits for her show. So I remember watching that all the time. And he was about to become like a reoccurring person. Then they all got fired. So
But that's all I'm saying. It was like she was protesting at times when she didn't need to be protesting. Yes, protest about your wages and, you know, why you not getting paid as much as him and y'all doing the same type of shit. Yes, that's a protest. But not just protest because you see something, you want something, but you don't want to work for it no more because you think that you at that level that you don't have to. Yes, you still, even at that level, you still have to work. Like even Denzel, everybody else, they still go to auditions. They still, like, unless they specifically ask for that movie, yes, they still go and audition to get the role and shit. Like people at calibers still have to do due diligence and do their work to get to where the fuck they want to go. She just think it's supposed to be handed to her. But that's why I said I could see both sides. I could see her thinking that that's where she was supposed to be, and then I could see niggas telling her like, "Nah, you ain't there yet." Even if she was there, I could see them telling her like, "Nah, you ain't there yet." And I see them telling her that because her work ethic wasn't there yet.
But see, I never heard anybody complain about her work ethic. I always heard everybody say that she was great to work with, but once like the contract and disputes and all that other stuff started was when she started to get that rat. But people who actually like on the Parkers and stuff, I heard that she was actually good to work with. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just listen. If Monique is chasing Hollywood fame and she wants to be with the in crowd, then she's definitely gonna have to scale it back. But if she wants to be a right fighter and fight for what she thinks is justice and right for her and what makes her sleep at night, then I guess she's gonna have to do that. Either way, I'm not getting paid from it, so these are just only opinions. Look, Firefly says she's not gonna be my representation if I keep coming up with fake news. So I'm done.
I told you was telling stories. I think, and look,
I wasn't telling.
Yes, you were, but she wanted you to. Coupon, you are the majority of the people that she was hoping to capture. She created a narrative, or she allowed you all to create a narrative around the fact that she did not get the headline. She already had previous problems with this man. She was going off for a reason, which may not have been the case at all. Hold on 1 second. Hi, Kathy Smith. Thank you so much. Monique wants to be a victim, period. How many bad deals can you get before you realize maybe you need better management or a better team? But always says how long you've been in the business. Very true. She's the one that talks about how long she's been in this business. So she knows how this business works. And she's been Black all her life and a woman. So she knows how they treat her in particular.
I'll put it like this. I would never, if I was in the industry, I would never have like my husband as my manager. One, because he's always going to support you and like big you up and make you bigger than you seem and all types of stuff or whatever, even though people in the industry might not see you like that. And he's always, going to try to get like the best deals for you or whatever. And then when they get turned down, he's going to put the battery in your back to be like, we could look for better, we could go somewhere else, and this, that, and the third, or whatever. But once you see that that's not really working for you, that's when you have to like, come up off your high horse just for a minute and see what the problem actually is, try to fix it, and then move up. Not just keep thinking like, fuck that, I got years, and fuck this, and y'all gonna give me my props, and y'all gonna give me my y'all
She
gonna
comes out and says, I'm the most decorated comedian of all times. Well, let's be careful about what we call decorated. I mean, she is she says the most awarded because she's gotten several different awards for many years. But let's be clear, there are still Eddie Murphys out here who's a legend. He's like a walking comedy legend. He set records that no one had ever seen in comedy. And he's been up for Oscars. He didn't win, but he's done some notable things. And not just for stand-up. She was talking about, she was including her Oscars, her People's Choice, that kind of stuff. She was including all those things because I heard her run it down. What'd you say, Cooling with the Crew? You guys were talking about Adele Givens. Oh, and then the other thing that did y'all hear Corey Holcomb? Y'all know who Corey Holcomb is?
Oh yeah,
he's raw as hell. Oh my God. He makes me
he's all misogynist.
He's very, very, very he's
whole shit is misogyny.
He makes me cringe. But
yeah, he ain't come to play at all.
No, that's what I was about to say. He makes me cringe, but he will speak some truth, but he'll say it in the most harshest, vulgar, way possible. But he went in on Monique. talking about her husband and everything. But go ahead.
Yeah, he'll cut you deep.
And that's another thing. A lot of people say, a lot of people make all these assumptions about her husband, but like, who are we to judge how they live their life? Monique is a grown woman. Ultimately, we can't put anything on Sydney. Monique co-signs all.
I agree.
That.
I agree with that completely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying it like he was a bad manager. I'm saying it like he got love for her so much that he's going to, you know, put that battery in her back. Like, you are the shit. Fuck them. You the shit. Don't worry about them. Nah, fuck this. We ain't gonna do this shit. Nah, fuck. Yeah, he's gonna keep putting that battery in her back. Like, he's not,
for sure.
Right. He's not gonna tell her like a real manager would tell her some shit.
Right. Well, yeah.
Like a manager that's not related to you will give you the real and let you know what's really going on and what's happening and what you can and can't do and shit like that. But a husband is like, you can't do no wrong.
Well, that's the only person that would manage her, probably.
Right.
She gotta have somebody that's
what happened was.
And you know what? Though I will say this one thing I will agree with them on. Now, I don't call my husband daddy, but sometimes my husband sometimes he will refer to me with "Hey, mama" or something like that. But not like mama, daddy. But I wouldn't necessarily do it. But one thing I will agree to a certain extent is that us in the Black community, like a couple being together and showing intimacy and tenderness towards one another and reverence towards one another is so foreign to the Black community that the first thing, whenever she calls him daddy, the first thing that goes to our mind is that some type of domination type of thing, when in reality that's just their thing. And if that's the way they want to, you know, address each other, but like, it'd be full of comments. Oh, I can't stand that. If she said that one more time, I'm going to throw up. And because
Child, I don't care nothing about, you know, who she chooses as her man. I feel like he does something for her. She feels security with him. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they've been best friends since they were 14. And he's been there through all her ups and downs. And I think she does feel very secure with him. I think that one of the things when they used to talk about the fact that they have this open marriage, I think that there probably are aspects of their marriage that are open where she turns her head, you know, to maybe things that he does on the side, or maybe not. You know, I'm just saying, I don't know what their arrangement is, but I don't care. If all of that were true, that would be her business and it would not be mine. And if it works for her, good for her. You know what I mean? I don't trip on that kind of stuff. I'm just concerned that, you know, on the flip side of it, hopefully she's taking good advice and that it's not just her listening to everything that he's saying with bad intentions. You know what I'm saying? If he has good intentions, then that's great. But if he has bad intentions and she's listening to everything he says, that's one thing. But what I will say, the larger part of me believes that both of them are equally on the same exact page, and that because of their long bond and the relationship that they've had over the years, they know each other. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I just don't believe that I can't partner with someone diabolical unless I'm diabolical. I can't partner with a really good person and I'm a bad person. That good person's not going to be able to stick with me. They're either going to come with me or they're going to flee away from me. But we can't function if we're not on the same page. And so I don't think that she's completely manipulated by her husband. That's what I say all that to say. The larger part of me says that the both of them are in agreement. And at some point, she probably felt like, hey, I trust you. And she probably may have been hard-headed in the past with previous managers. And she probably felt like, you know, hell, I'm going to do this shit myself. Hell, baby, we can keep all the money in the house. Why I'm pay this person to do it? We can just do it here because I want to do it my way. I think there's some of that in there.
I think that it's them against the world type shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I think that when you got a fucked up household that you're coming from, it's easier to say, you know, to hell with all that. This is my new family. We're going to build this family. You know what I mean? And to hell with everybody else. And I think it's easier to, you know, say. Go
What
ahead.
proof do we have that Monique is in a bad marriage?
I didn't say it. Who said she was in a bad marriage?
No. I because
It's
that
all
is
speculation. It's all speculation from tabloids,
No,
from
I
right.
you
headlines.
said
I've been
no.
hearing that.
Wait, hold on. In town
blogs.
boy, I wasn't calling anybody diabolical. I said I can't.
Yeah, no.
I was saying you can't be one extreme, and you and your partner cannot be at an extreme to one another and have a working relationship. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, but Monique is worth
I didn't call anybody
like
diabolical.
$15 million right now. So if she feel I guess that's where I'm coming from. Yeah, it may not be politically correct and all that, but if she felt like she was wrong and got tired of being wrong and felt like she was being pushed over, and the platform presented itself and she drug DL, I felt like, oh well, I would have after the first time I seen it, I would have never. I didn't think it was gonna blow up like this because that's how I looked at it. Like, I
But
mean,
that's what I said
clearly,
earlier. It's everybody's perspective. It's hers, it's DL, it's whoever is involved. It comes from how they're looking at the situation. They're
right?
looking at it from their eyes, and according to each other, nobody's wrong because
Right.
the other person is wrong.
Yeah, because she may not want Oprah Winfrey type of money. She may not feel like shucking and jiving and doing all of that she is worth her getting that kind of money. She might be cool with what she's been getting. She had that residency in Vegas. She's done gigs here and there. She might be cool with that, and she obviously, from what I'm gathering by her behavior alone, I'm allegedly just by her behavior, is that she'd much rather speak up for herself than kiss their ass for money.
But she should speak up for herself. But why didn't she speak up to herself for herself to the promoter?
She did.
Couldn't she have come out there and dragged them too?
She said she did.
We didn't hear it.
The first thing she said when she came out was that the promoters were raggedy as hell.
And that's all she asked for them.
Well, but she had a more personal thing to do with DL, and maybe and the situation from what was communicated to her, probably I'm just saying, probably it wasn't the end all be all, but it put the icing on the cake. And she said she said it. She said she had been listening to DL Hughley talk about her for years, and she never responded. And she just chose that time.
I know that. We've
respond.
talked about this. And I said she would have been better off just coming out and going at him like that. But don't bring up a contract, because she wanted you all to believe that he had done something to her that night.
He did.
Oh my God.
He went to the promoter and refused to perform if he didn't.
He's not supposed to. Oh my God. Okay, just let this go. Because I don't know. I don't even understand why we're going back and forth with this. Of course he would. Why wouldn't he say that? He has a contract too. His name is on the marquee as the headliner. I don't understand why would I not do what my contract says?
Listen, I get it, V. Me and you, listen, we're not much different in this.
But that's not doing something to you because I refuse to hold true to my contract. That's not me taking a personal attack on the other person. That's me saying this is my contract too.
That's not what they said that DL said, but I don't know.
That's what you're saying what she said, but she didn't talk to him. And you can't say what he really said or didn't say, because this is coming. Now, this isn't even second party, third party. This is fourth party.
Right. What I'm saying is I'm basing what Monique said. All I can go by is what I know and what
she wanted you to think and know.
Right. But irregardless whether she talked to him that night, it was clear that she had a grievance, and I had heard him talk about it.
But the grievance can't be with him. It's clear as day.
No.
You can't find an entertainer in Hollywood that says that the grievance was with D.L. Hughley.
Her grievance was with D.L. Hughley. A part of it was
personal grievance, not about the contract. We're talking about the contract.
Right. And she decided to use that particular
not featuring. It said D.L. Hughley with Monique. And if you look at the flyers, Iron Brooks, His picture was the big picture. Hers was the smaller picture to the right.
I'm not arguing any of
Now I'm
that
talking
with
about Iron
you.
Brooks.
Oh, what I'm saying is you could be absolutely, let's say both of them had a contract and you feel like you're arguing the legalities of it, and I'm more on the moral and ethical side of it. That's what I'm arguing. I get what you're
moral
saying.
and ethically, I may have my own contract.
Yeah, but it's other things that play into that.
What are the other things? The fact that my name is on the headlines and yours not?
No, personal relationships. Personal
so
things
because
that have
we got a personal relationship, I should just go ahead and let you go out there?
No.
Clearly, they don't have a personal relationship. Listen, they ain't seen each other in 20 years.
Clearly, it wasn't Monique wasn't going to go out there. I think it was what was conveyed to her. I said, what I'm saying is it put the icing on the cake. That for Monique, it wasn't that I'm not going to go out because I got a contract too. According to her now, it was that basically F Monique. I'm not headlining behind her.
I'm objecting now. That ain't about to take me through another hour of the same shit.
Right, because I mean I'm agreeing with thee. I'm just saying that what I'm saying is I'm not saying you're wrong, and it very well could be exactly what you said or not. We don't know, we wasn't there. But I was just coming from a standpoint of if she felt like she wanted to get it off her chest, she got it off her chest. I don't have no problem with her doing that on stage at all, because she is the only one that has to bear the consequence for it. Where I say she drew the line at is when she started. She didn't think.
Oh my gosh, she said DL showed up late. No, actually, Monique got there 20 minutes before she's supposed to go on.
That's what DL said. DL, but everybody else said that DL was late. D. I heard.
And baby, you think your ass is slick? You
she got
out of here real quick and left me the fuck up here.
I heard that.
Wait till I get on the phone.
Look, we changing the subject now because I got another question. Why do you think people are telling Lori Harvey that she is wrong and that she was dumb for leaving Michael B. Jordan?
Because they're nosy. I don't know how. I don't know who. I have no clue. Do you know, Bluty?
Hell if I know.
I think it's very sexist.
Give us some background, V.
Well, she's 25. He's 35. He had never been in a very serious relationship before. He got into this relationship with her. They've been together for about 18 months. I guess the speculation is that he was really maturing over this last year during their relationship. And so he just last month bought a $15 million home because he had been living it. Now, I don't know if he still does, but from what I understood, he lived with his mom and dad, or they live with him, but his mom cooks every day. And, he just liked being with his family. He's like, why not? And I think he has a sister or something that I may live out there, but not with them. And he's just real close with his family. So evidently last month he bought a $15 million house. And so he was trying to get ready. Basically, they thought he was on the road to proposing. So they're saying that she wasn't ready to settle down. And so they parted ways. Okay. So my question is she wrong? She's 25 years old. She's a young girl, No.
This social media has gotten people disenfranchised, myself included, because we have all this access to people's lives. No, I would never agree to anyone doing anything that they do not want to do. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a go along to get along. The girl obviously wasn't happy. We're just assuming that she wasn't ready to get married. It could have been anything in that relationship that did not make her happy. And us as women, sometimes we'll hang around for a long time. Who knows how long she had been battling with herself on ending that relationship. So I feel like if that's what she did, that's what she felt like was best. Who are we? No one should ever tell her she's wrong for that. Who are we to even think we have the gall to tell somebody they're wrong making a decision on who they want to love.
You see what Firefly said? She said he's
Oh Lord.
trying to have some triplets, V. Lenore. His light is on. This is what I say to that. Oh,
Oh
really?
Lord.
Really? Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
scared of that Prince meme.
Lord.
So, anywho, yeah, I just
It
think, and she
never
just started
fails.
a business. She's got her new product lines coming out. She's just getting started. And now they mad that she didn't want to get married. Like, that's unfair. And then both her parents, are happy that, that she's broken up. They liked him, but, you know, whatever. Hmm. What
Girl,
y'all
you
think?
got somebody here named child support. Are you kidding me?
What
Either
y'all?
either they need child support or they're bitter about having to pay child support. Who in
Okay.
the hell
Child.
would troll as the name of child support?
Hold on. Wait a minute. That is why there is so much dysfunction in relationships. People are scared or refuse to be honest. And I agree. I think that you should be honest about what you want and desire. And just because he's ready, he's 35 years old. She's 25 years old. He's been in his career since he was a teenager, like a middle school. I remember on The Wire, he was what, like 13? He was so cute on there. So, it is what it is. I
I
think.
mean, see, this is the thing. We have gotten, as a society, we have gotten too caught up with human beings. Just because a person has a talent, they can sing, they can speak, they can act, you know what I'm saying, that they can pretend, which is what acting is. We somehow feel like these people got superpowers. They don't. All they got is a couple, it's more zeros behind their bank accounts than ours.
Mhm.
That's it. They're normal people, and they may experience like more luxury, luxurious things. But
Mhm.
at the end of it, none of us are gods, and we have made these people celebrities, and we think all
Yeah.
this stuff. Fuck, man, no, hell no. They ain't no better than nobody else. He just as fucked up as my young son.
Right.
That's why, you know what I'm saying, he just now moving out of his mama's house, regardless as to what kind of money he got. Just the same
Child.
reason that my son just moved out of my house. Shit. I just can't. I mean, I like people, and I admire, and I can give people their flowers, but I'm just not the type. I don't like to lose focus of the fact that we're all human. Like me and Beyonce standing next to each other is absolutely, we are two women. The only difference is she has more money than me, and she can sing, and it has a fan base. But the only reason that is because us as human beings, we've started to value such superficial things that's what we put our faith and trust in, and all that perishes. You only got one life to live. You need to be searching for happiness more than notoriety. I think it's more important for me to be able to sleep at night with a clear conscience than it is for me to be liked by or important, invited to this A-list celebrity party. You know what I mean? So
Well,
I
not to
get
cut
it.
you off, but every time you say one life to live, it just reminds me how sexy he was on All My Children. I
Oh
just thought
wow,
I'd throw
right.
that
One
shit
life
out
to
there.
live,
He
honey.
was on All My Children?
Yep.
When? After The Wire or before? Must have been after.
After I think that was I think he was
He said sexy, so.
Angie's son or something like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's adorable to me. Well, I think if it's meant to be, they'll get back together. But,
Yeah, I just had to break up this monotony real quick because this is fucking my head up.
oh, really?
What?
BTB said it was before The Wire. He was a kid on The Wire, though, really, B. Hi, really, B.
Child support said they had to create a Google account for income verification, and they just left it the same. So that's why their name is child support. I wasn't gagging you, hun. I just thought it was funny. It was funny, and we do get some interesting trolls around here. So I was just like, dang, child support. But that makes perfect sense. I wasn't gagging you, hun.
He said, stop rushing to judgment, or he or she. Fedora said, it's child support. I love your name as long as you're current.
Damn it, Fedora.
Hilarious. He was a kid on All My Children. Which somebody he was sexy on there.
On One Life
He
to
wasn't a
Live.
shit. He wasn't a
Oh,
kid.
he was a kid on All My Children, and then he was on One Life to Live as well later on.
I don't remember
On
all
all
my
my children, he
children.
was not a kid. He was in his like late teens, like mid to late teens. I'll Google it.
Huh? Because on The Wire, he had to be like 13. I love that show. Oh my gosh. Now there's something coming back, or is it out that some people say is similar to The Wire? You probably know, Bluey. Did you watch? I did watch The Housewives of Dubai, Iron Brooks. I didn't watch the. Oh, that's right. There was a second episode, right? That's what I'll do. I
Ooh,
might watch
what was
that
that
tonight.
like, V? The Housewives. I
I
don't watch
like
the
it.
Housewives. But how is Dubai? Are they
It's,
very rich over there?
oh yeah, yeah. I think things
Yeah,
are
Wow.
just as
very
fucked up and
expensive.
messy.
Yeah, very very expensive to be there. Um, uh, and about three of those women are American though, so or four, three or four of them are American. So the one girl is what is she?
Are they white?
She's African. No, mm-mm.
Oh no, they're
Actually,
not.
only one is.
Oh.
It's like out of eight of them, maybe just one is white.
Do they speak English?
Yeah,
Oh.
everything's in English.
Oh.
Hell, they got all them Americans. You know, them Americans can't speak nothing else but English.
Right. Yeah, and Dubai
Maybe some
is
Spanish.
where they have that crazy crap stuff, right? Where the girls get paid to do crazy stuff over there.
Yeah, buddy. With
Wow.
Firefly just called it doo doo bye.
I I I wonder what it
They
is
like
about
to be doo
Dubai.
doos on.
I wonder what it is about Dubai that would make, like, I could see one person having a sick something, like, you know what I mean, but like that to be a thing in that place, like, what are they? Is it something in the water?
I don't
Like,
know.
come on.
But I hear they pay a lot of money for it.
I heard too. Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure them out,
But
Iron Bro.
do they have to do it to you or you do it on them?
I heard it's both. So I thought it was
Oh
just you
no.
do it on them. But
Yeah.
then who was that said when we were on here one night and someone said they make you do it in their mouth and stuff and vice versa or something?
Oh no. No. There
Mm.
ain't no. Oh no. No.
Gold
You
line
gotta
short.
be really thirsty. I mean,
So
like,
much for these fries I was eating just now.
Would you say literally or figuratively, coupon? You got to be very thirsty, you said?
uh both. Shit.
Ew.
Yeah,
Would you
I'm
say,
talking about
Moody? I'm sorry. Would you say?
I
shit,
said so
both.
much for the fries I was just eating.
Ew.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Veluti.
I
Girl,
just
you
finished
should have
eating.
been. It's too late to be eating any damn way. Some damn fries.
I just
My,
got done
my
eating some
mind your
noodles.
business.
I'm
Right.
hungry.
Mind your business.
Okay.
My,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't say nothing leaving over, just smacking on something.
I know I was eating these noodles. I sure was. I was throwing down.
Noodles. What kind of noodles you was eating, V?
I was eating just some ramen. I hadn't eaten all day and I didn't remember that.
Surely not your classy ass eating ramen noodles.
Sure was. But not just ramen, but ramen. But mine have to be special.
Oh.
So, it's one of those little Japanese brands.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
know, I like authenticity, You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Bitch, put them
Like eat it with my
chopsticks
That
down and
plastic
shut the hell up.
bowl. Huh?
Put them damn chopsticks down and shut the hell up.
Yeah, yeah. I got my
right.
chopsticks,
Right.
my out this
Girl, if
plastic
you don't
bowl
twirl
that I
them
microwave.
if you don't twirl them damn noodles around a fork and girl.
Child, I wouldn't use no damn chopsticks. What was I about to say? Iron Brooks
I'm
had
still
asked who
on
I like.
Google. I'm looking it up. So I'm still looking up when he. It said 2003 to 2006. So y'all do the math and find out how old he was from
From,
2003 to 2006.
That's when The Wire was. You said that's
when
The
was he
Wire, right?
born?
No, that's all my children.
He was on The Wire at the same time. Look at The Wire because I know for a
How old is
fact.
he? Like 40, 40?
No, he's 35.
Oh, he's 35.
The
And
Wire
how
was 2002.
and then you know
Yeah.
what? Another reason I don't blame Lori Harvey, especially because she's had a front row seat in Hollywood and see how these things really go and how these Negroes really act. Honey, the broke ones be cutting the
Look,
food
her
laundry.
mother is a purebred trainer, honey. You can't learn from nobody better than her.
Right. So she's like, man, I'm gonna play. Y'all got me bent. Lori's had probably having the time of her freaking life. She don't marry. That's probably why she broke up with him because he talked about getting a ring. I'd have ran from his ass too. I got more things to see, honey.
Well, that's what I said. I said that was the first thing I said. She's just getting started. She's just finding out who she is, and
Right.
getting to
Because
know her body, and
he's
she's
gonna cheat on
just
her
started a
anyway.
business, and she's just getting out here dating. People know her
Yep.
name for herself. It's no longer Steve
How,
Harvey's daughter. It's Lori Harvey.
how old is she now?
She's 25. He's 35.
Right. And so, yeah, they'll probably be divorced by the time she's 35 anyway. And he's probably going to cheat on her. Fuck all that. She might as well do her and then settle down.
Yeah, I mean, do what she wants to do. Now,
Yeah.
if she's but they say he bought that $15 million house last month, child.
Clearly, he's a
He was
procrastinator.
16.
Gorgeous too. Huh?
He was 16 on All My Children when he started All My Children. He was 15 when he was in, like 14 or 15 when he was in The Wire.
Okay. But playing like it because they were playing like middle school kids.
Yeah, he
They're
was
always
he was
older
only
than
in
the
there for that one season. He was in that one season on The Wire, and then he went to All My Children.
Mm. Wow, it was only one season? Wow. I think they used to have more episodes though, maybe, than what they do now. I think
I
she
don't know.
was
They only said
young
12
person.
episodes.
I think it's possible too, Iron Brooks. I wonder because but then I hate to assume that just because she dated all these guys and meant she had sex with all of them, especially Diddy and his son. She dated both of them, so
She
So
dated.
you think she didn't have sex with
Diddy,
neither one of them?
she had sex with both of them.
and was on
Diddy,
vacation
Diddy
with
is a
Diddy.
freak.
This is what I thought was odd when she went on that trip to Italy with Diddy and her dad and mom. I was like, this is weird. I can't. They the same age, Diddy our age, and she hell no.
Well, who
Diddy
was she?
is a freak in
Who?
these streets. He is
Who?
known for being a freak in the industry. Like he got freak parties and he got like
Exactly.
sex toys and all
He
types.
does
He
it with
is a freak.
everything and everybody.
But you
Who was
ain't gonna tell
first,
me
y'all?
you ain't gonna tell me he ain't hit it from upside down.
Who was first, y'all? The father or the son?
The
The
son,
son.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Did he know
ain't
he's dead ass wrong?
it? Ain't that
And
terrible?
and Steve Harvey is dead ass wrong for not beating him away with a goddamn stick.
They
Whenever
was sitting, they got video footage of her like hugged up on Diddy, sitting right behind her mom and dad. It's really weird to me. They were in
and her
Italy
mom,
somewhere.
I mean her mom. You say her mom was a trainer, but come on,
Wasn't she with
it's
2 Chainz too? Or
Oh,
Future, one of them?
she
I
was with
think
Future
future.
because that's
Yeah.
who
They all look
proposed to her
alike. My
too,
bad.
didn't he? She was with, I think that's who she was really in love with, Future. She was with Future. She was with Trey Songz. She was with Diddy, his son. She was with. I saw something they mentioned yesterday.
Well, how
Somebody
long she be with these people? Like 6 months.
something like that. This was the longest relationship we knew of. Was one with him, and some said that they thought that they were really under contract and that this was a good move for both of them from a professional standpoint because one she's up and coming it girl. It helped her to become more of an it girl, raised her profile, made her an A-lister with him, and she was able to start her product lines and her make something else she's got going on, clothing and products, makeup.
I
And
think
then
Diddy got with
and
her
then they
because she
said
looked like
for
Kim
him,
Porter.
but wait a minute. Then they said no, I'm talking about Michael B. Jordan. They're saying for Michael B. Jordan, it helped him because he was always known to only date white girls. And so people didn't like that image that he only dated white girls. So this was a win-win for both of them. That's why they did so much public stuff. And when they started doing all those photo shoots and all that, and they were like, oh, this seems like arranged. And then it went 18 months almost to the day. And now they're saying, okay, maybe this was just a business move. But go ahead. What were you
Yeah,
saying?
that's what. And I just said I was just gonna put it out there that I think that Diddy went with her because she looked like a younger version of Kim Porter.
Yeah, they did say that. Well, they had her. He hired her supposedly. So she was dating the son, and then somehow I don't know if she had stopped dating the son or what, but she got hired. Diddy hired her to do some photo shoot that was supposed to be reminiscent of Kim Porter's a photo shoot that Kim Porter had done. So basically he had her fixed up to look just like him, and
That's
they
sick.
had side by sides and everything.
That's sick. That's
And then they
sick.
said that they think that maybe he fell in love with her because of that.
Yeah, that's some sick shit. You want to take her away from your son because she looked like your ex? That's sick. I don't give a shit what nobody say. Cancel me. That's sick.
Trey Songz, oh, NASCAR dude. And then when she engaged with that guy, that soccer player over in Europe, or maybe she wasn't engaged to him, but that was the first celebrity we knew. I don't know his name, but he was some, he looked like he was probably biracial, soccer player. I guess he was a star over there or something. And
That's
then
the
after,
damn shame. We need to stop going through her bodies right now because this is getting weird. This
yeah, because they were
is
giving
very,
her
very
like
fucking
her
weird.
body
And she
count.
ain't even, she only
See,
25. It's
that's the
weird.
bad thing about being in the spotlight and being young in this day and age, because you like your body count stick with you. Like you can,
Yeah,
like back in the day, honey, we didn't half the people, like I don't have a high body count, and if I did, y'all wouldn't know because I wouldn't claim a
I ain't
million.
saying that she
Ain't
slept with
no
all of them. I'm just saying, like,
ain't
shit.
no proof. Show me, prove it.
oh, okay, Miss Toby. Hi, Miss Toby.
I'm
You
just
ain't
saying that I
you
know
ain't got no
specifically
Instagram
that there's
post.
some of them that she was with that they got the body. So I ain't saying all of them. I'm just saying I know Diddy got the body. Like Diddy is a body. Is
Yep.
a 100%
But her being with him and
certified
his
body
son is
that
like,
she has on her resume.
mm, 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 mm.
Mm-hmm.
There wouldn't be no way in hell that Diddy get with some chick like Cassie and J Lo and all the rest, and ain't nobody do nothing. I I'd be damned if y'all try to feed that bullshit to me.
She could have been abstinent, and that's why those relationships didn't last.
No,
Not with that nigga.
do you know what?
Sorry to say.
You know what they say? They say that the truth is stranger than fiction. So we see all these shows and movies and stuff with all these crazy plots. So if indeed the truth is stranger than fiction, honey, it could be either way.
It's true. Could be
Yeah.
anything.
You
Well,
just gotta know
y'all.
the person, and the industry knows Diddy, and Diddy ain't got no female that he ain't banging. So let's just X him out the conversation because that's a certified body. All the rest of them, yeah, she could have abstained and all the rest of that, and did her 90 days and did her 6 months celibacy and stuff like that. But with that dude, no, not he wasn't happening.
But maybe it was happening because he knew,
Nah, he got the drug.
No, I'm saying because of Steve. Maybe because I know maybe you don't know what Steve might have addressed with him. Never know.
Oh, he got the
Now, I
drug.
thought it was strange as hell that they were all out on vacation in that
Surely
time.
he didn't address shit with him, or he wouldn't have been with his daughter. Because, come on, really?
I know, it's crazy to me.
That just doesn't make any sense from a moral or ethical standpoint.
And it wasn't even that long ago. I think she was 21.
Yeah, and she had been with his son.
Yeah.
Period. That's what drew the line. I don't care how old she was. The fact, and I'm saying, of course, she could have still been with Diddy, but I'm saying her parents endorsing it and participating in it is wild. Because there's no way my daughter could pull no stunt like that. I'm gonna tell that heifer off. Yeah, you lost your mind.
I know
I
that's
mean,
right.
you could tell her off all you want to, but when you got bread, like when you got Steve Harvey bread, and then trickle down to Lori Harvey bread, like she comes from a family of like gold mines. You could say whatever you want to say, but she's in her own crib
Right.
that y'all paid for, that y'all probably put in her name, the assholes y'all were, put your shit in her name, cars in her name, everything in her name, and she's living the the celebrity kid's life, not wanting for nothing, not asking for nothing, everything coming to her because of who she is, and she ain't bad to look at. So she got everything that anybody looking at her could want.
Right.
So they going to get it. So you as the parent is looking at going to yell at her after you done sent her off.
Well, I mean,
Oh
no.
God,
What I'm
Kathy
saying is,
Smith.
first of all, hopefully I wouldn't be sending her off. But secondly, honey, listen, my family ain't even filthy rich, and we done borrowed people from the family reunion because they done
Not
got
her
too
whole
drunk.
mama.
They done got too drunk
No.
and drunk. We be like, don't bring that bitch back. And it be my husband, my uncle girlfriend. Don't never bring that heifer back because she drank too much and then she get to acting crazy. So what I'm saying is we don't condone it. But guess what? He's with her. But what I'm saying is, as her mother, that nigga wouldn't be on vacation with me. That's all I'm
It
saying.
was strange. It made me cringe. I'm not trying to be funny.
When it comes to celebrity kids, anybody that they're with,
Mm-hmm.
the only way that the parents can control who they're with is through the money. If she's cut off, that's the only way that they control who she's dating and everything else. If even if they cut her off and she gets with another celebrity and they're fitting the bill for everything, they damn sure ain't got no say so. So they got to keep the balance. They got to keep the relationship with the daughter. They got to keep her, you know, close enough with the money so that she don't go too far. So they still have control of the money, and they have to put, I guess, the fear of God in whoever she's dating, because she's gonna pick who she picks. She likes who she likes, so they have to put the fear of God in it, like take them out in the back and have a little conversation with the shotgun and be like, "Look, nigga, that's my daughter, and anything you do to her, I'm gonna do to you."
Look, y'all, excuse me. I'm
That's
eating
just
this
a black
licorice
family,
now.
period.
What do we know
But the
about
black
Erica
the,
Badu?
Wait a
the
minute,
black
Miss
family with money is 5 times as bad.
Hold on. Miss Juicy Review says the industry moves differently. Look at Erica Badu. I don't think Erica Badu's moves are the normal industry moves. So, um,
Yeah,
So
the way
not
she
normal.
moves is not industry.
what's up
In
with
fact,
Erica?
that's why they had um Lauren Hill thinking her career was gonna be over after the first baby, and she kept having them. And that's not really what did her in. There were other factors
So
there,
what's
but
up with Erica Badu? She got a lot of kids or something?
she got about six.
And then what? 6 baby daddies?
Yeah. No, she got all. I think all her kids, but one is by the same. She got
Oh,
one of the
oh,
Bob Marley's kids is
Ain't
her.
that's Lauren Hill.
oh yeah, that's the one that looked just like her and Barbara. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
I,
then, but Erica Badu, she got about what? She got about five, don't she? By about five different people, right?
that's what we were just talking about, wasn't
Y'all confused, cause I could have sworn Lauren Hill had all the kids with the Marley
I thought the
son.
last one was by somebody else.
Child,
Because we was not
one,
trying
I'm
to
not
claim.
counting nobody's kids, and two, I'm not counting their baby daddy. Erica Badu, I don't know how many kids she got. I just know the bitch was nuts from when she was messing with Andre 3000. So whatever they was smoking, whatever they was putting up in the air, whatever to get their creativity that they had, beautiful as it was, they both batshit crazy. So from that point on, I stopped uh tracking. I was no longer
I
tracking
think
because
that's
it's
her
like the
first
more
big
you
hit.
track from that relationship to where they are now, you've been fucked in the head. Like, nah, I can't. Lauren Hill, I don't know what made the bitch go crazy. If she did go crazy, allegedly, so
Iron
have
Brooks, you
no
said
no
that.
clue.
Iron Brooks, are you talking about Eric Badu? She has four, but they're by different people, I think. I know for the longest people thought the one child was by Common, but it's not.
So what Erica Badu is just considered what crazy in the industry?
She's not
I
crazy.
think she's free. I
She's
think
just
she's a free
eccentric.
spirit.
Yeah, she's eccentric. Like
I'm
she
sorry,
don't.
y'all. If y'all hear
You
me
can't.
snacking. I'm eating my Klondike bar that I have every night that I shouldn't
And
eat.
I'm sitting here slamming on this licorice, y'all.
Oh,
Um,
now everybody want to eat after when I was eating, niggas was talking about shit and Dubai and fucking ruining my goddamn appetite.
Well, you the one who inspired me to get the ice cream. I said, shit, since she gonna, I might as well. Everybody might as well get something.
I'm still staring at my fries like y'all was a bunch of bitches.
mm-mm.
But
Wait,
yeah,
she
she's
has two.
eccentric. She's a
Who has
everybody
two?
everybody that's square. She's a curve. She's a wave.
I am what? Iron Brooks, girl, you got me
Yeah,
confused as
Iron
hell.
Bruce is like, how many kids do the bitch have? I say, okay, I see she has four. She has two. I mean three. Yeah,
Uh
you
huh.
confused too, just as much as we are. That's why you should stop tracking. Stop tracking.
Iron Book said 4, 2, 3.
Yep, stop
Wow.
tracking. You're gonna give yourself a migraine. Stop tracking.
Who was that was just recently
Yes.
telling some story about Jill Scott? Some celebrity.
I don't
Did
know
they
what.
just tell some story about Jill Scott? And they were around Jill Scott, and oh, I can't think what it is.
Mm.
I don't know. Never mind. Oh, what y'all think about? Do y'all watch the Chrisleys? I don't, but
Nope.
A couple years back, I did. I haven't like the last seasons, and I've caught it here and there.
you know they're both
Nope.
I heard they were
sentenced
going
to
to jail. I knew
25
something was
years.
wrong with them. First of all, how about I always thought that man was gay.
I think he is.
You thought
I've seen.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I used to see him on
you
Steve
thought
Harvey
you thought
show.
he was past tense. You thought he was.
He what?
You thought he was past tense.
No, I'm saying.
I mean, I think he well
I
because
think.
well
I
they're
think
going to
he.
jail now, ain't they?
Yeah, they sentenced to 25 years each.
They did not get 25 years each.
You say they won't do a quarter of it, but yeah.
They did not get
Why? What
25 years
happened? Because I
each.
don't know. I ain't
They
never watched
stole
nothing.
Child,
money.
they got out of two other. They had two other charges that they were found not guilty of, and this was their third like set of trial or whatever it was they were dealing with.
What the hell was
And
the charge?
something about tax evasion.
I can see
They
that.
had $30 million that they made and didn't pay taxes on it or something. Then they tried to hide
It,
some of it.
I
They tried
thought they had
some
like
about
went as a
bankruptcy court.
$15 million or something
I
like
forgot.
that.
They haven't been sentenced yet. They get
So
sentenced
that's
in.
the same dude from that
Oh, they get
Christmas
sentenced in
knows best thing.
October. I heard that they got 25. As a matter of fact, who was that? The wine and chill lady. She's an attorney. You guys know her? She just did it
Nope.
yesterday, Thursday, and she said something about they got 25 years. No,
Maybe that's what the maximum on their charge is,
maybe it is. Maybe
up to
that's what she
25
meant to
years.
say.
But they're not gonna get no 25 years for no white collar money crime.
But we are talking about the same guy, the Chrisley knows best dude,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he and his
with
wife.
all the black kids and stuff.
he only
I
got
thought
one
they just
black
had
kid.
one
I
black.
told I told you I don't watch them niggas. I see the title. I saw the kids
You know what? The first thing I thought
the
was
little
if they put
thumbnail. I ain't never click on that shit.
the first thing I thought was who was gonna take care of the little black girl, the little
Shut
baby.
up. Well, it's
Just
their
that one.
granddaughter, so
I
hopefully
know
her parents are gonna take care of her.
Just
her parents
just
are
who gonna
strung out
take
on
care of that
dope.
one? That was the only one you was pretty.
Right? What you say, Cuba?
No, they got custody of that baby. Their parents are on dope.
Oh,
Their
for
parents' rights
real?
have been
See, I
severed.
don't know
Yeah.
nothing about this. What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
They
know
get
shit.
custody of that pretty little baby girl?
I
They
just know he don't know best.
The Chrisleys adopted her when she was like 1 or 2 years old. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. No wonder they're so tight.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she gonna be heartbroken.
Maybe Savannah will take her,
Who is that?
their daughter.
Oh, okay. See, I
Too
don't
bad, because
know.
obviously he didn't know best.
That's all. That's all Booty keeps saying the
Like
whole
I
time.
said, Summer
Yeah,
Breeze,
I'm
that
gonna keep saying it,
little
because how
black
you gonna
girl.
have a show named You Know Best and you get fucked over because you ain't no shit?
What you say?
It's a mess.
she said, "How you gonna have a show called You Know Best, but you get fucked over
Right.
because you really didn't know shit?"
Right. Wow. Yeah, that's it's a shame, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's sad. But they were doing something crazy. Like, what did I hear? Something about
And then hold on, and then you know best, but you got everybody out here thinking that you straight.
Oh, something's wrong with. I don't know what's
We
wrong with his
knew
he
best.
body.
never had me thinking he was straight. I
We
know
knew
all these
best.
people tell me he is, but I don't
If
believe it.
the name of the show should have been They Know Best, because we knew best. I knew from the time that I seen him in it. All I seen was the interview, I think, promoting the show or something. And I'm sitting here listening. I'm listening to him talk, and he describing what the show is, and his family members. I'm like, hold on. So he got a wife, and he got all these kids, and they don't see him.
Summer Breeze
Nobody,
said. Summer
nobody
Breeze said.
recognizes.
Look, Summer Breeze said they have a mixed grandchild. She is not a black girl.
That's
A
why I
mixed
said that's
grandchild is
exactly
a
what I
black
said,
girl.
Summer Breeze. She black. Huh?
A mixed black
Girl,
girl.
I seen the picture. She black.
She's black.
She black to me all
She
day
is
and
black.
always will be. And the
Any
world will only see her as such.
to
It's
me,
only these niggas around here that be trying to
yeah.
figure that shit out.
Even
Anybody
if
that
she
got a
got
black
Light
five
it
parent
percent,
up. I'm
is
telling you,
black.
white
five
folks
percent
don't give a damn.
African in her, she black.
Hmm. If you got a black parent, you're black. Period. Just,
She got blonde hair, and blue eyes. She black.
look, if her mammy is black, she's black. I wouldn't care if she looked just like um the Mona Lisa. She's still black. If her mama and daddy's black, she's black.
Mm. But couldn't nobody tell me he wasn't gay, so I'm gay.
Yeah,
Summer Breeze said, I thought he was a big gay brother.
Mm.
Then I
So
found out he was the father. And actually, he's the grandfather, though, right?
sad.
So is it his son or his daughter's kid?
his son.
His son.
And his
Is
son
that
met
the
a black
son?
girl and
That's not the son. How many kids he got? He got a lot of kids?
3.
How long has the wife been the beard?
Well, this is
How long were
second
they?
year.
How long were they together? How many years they got
He's
in?
been with her for about 20-something years, but he was married to another lady, the oldest son's mother first.
So she
Said
understood from
what?
the time that she met him that this is who she was going to marry. This was contracted. This was a contract marriage, and she knew that, yeah, they deserved to be locked up.
Oh wow. Say
Because
wait.
if she chose to marry him and then they had all this money and they decided to defraud the government and stuff like that, if she knew they was already lying on the first contract of marriage that they had, they was going to defraud any contract they signed after that.
Maybe she didn't know they was lying. She thought that they loved each other.
Coupon, I love you to death, but no, ma'am.
Coupon, are you saying you said she dated his brother first?
Oh shit.
Cool.
Wait, what did you say?
I didn't say no, I was answering Bluty. She
Wait,
had said,
she opening up a whole nother can of worms.
yeah, I don't know.
No, I thought
No,
I
no, no,
heard you
no,
say that.
no,
No.
no, no. I said
Oh,
at first she did not because Bluty was saying if they got a marriage license and married each other and she knew and had seen him like we see him, then she defraud. Then they were frauding from the beginning because clearly he's not straight. And I was saying that I was giving her the benefit of the doubt, saying that she did think that he was heterosexual and that they love each other, and they
Mm,
probably do
mm,
love each
mm.
other. But I still think he's a little too feminine for me. And
I
then
would
Summer
have
Breeze.
known
Oh, and
on
then
day
Summer Breeze
two.
asked me. She said, "But that was not the question. Why ask who is going to take care of the black girl?" Well, Summer Breeze, that kind of just stumbled out of my. It kind of really just stumbled out of my mouth. But if you really want my honest, I did say it like that. But what
Yep,
I
that's exactly how she said
well,
it.
I thought about the black girl. I thought to myself,
listen,
oh, her
because
granddaddy's
because
going to
I'm
jail.
I'm particularly funny about our black children, and I won't go into that on V's channel. But that's why I said that because I think it's very important. It should be a calculated decision. They're in a white family, and that
Yeah.
little black African American that black girl needs to be raised in the right environment. I'm passionate about that, but that's a whole nother subject. But I'm sorry, I didn't
We
mean it
talked
to.
about that over here before. I talk about that all the time.
Oh, do you?
That's
Yeah,
some,
I mean, I didn't mean it to
I
come
think
out
we
like
talked
that.
about it last week, as a matter of fact. I feel the same way. I get very concerned about stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of marriages, what do y'all
Uh-oh.
think about Britney Spears got married this week?
I really don't. She's free and
She just
she's
recently had a
happy.
miscarriage.
Yeah, she's I mean, she's finally living her life and getting what she wants. All power to her. I want to
Hmm.
talk about Justin Bieber's sleepy face.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that in 1 second. What you think,
Wait,
Coupon? Because that is something I want to talk about too. Because I
what?
just learned of that today. Well, go
What?
ahead, Coupon. We'll come back to it.
No, repeat it.
Huh?
I'm
What?
sitting here. Summer Breeze is giving me too goddamn much in these comments. Now look, that's why I'm distracted, y'all. So Summer Breeze says, "I love the show, and I guess I have never looked at the baby as a black girl. She's a black, but what else have you looked at her as? She is clearly a
Girl,
black little
goodbye.
girl.
All I see
Only
is the
one
black
on the
girl, and I
show,
don't
I
watch the
believe.
damn show.
She's the only black person on the show.
I think I should start watching this show. I think I should binge watch this damn show to see what's really happening. Because I told you, I just looked on the thumbnail and I seen the little black baby on the show. That's the only
Right.
person of color that I seen on the show,
She stands
just
out
from
to
the
me.
thumbnail.
She definitely stands out to me too, and she is a black little girl. But then after that, I forgot. You was asking me V to answer, but I didn't even hear what all of what Bluty had said.
Because, okay, Leland asked about Britney Spears getting married. How do we feel about
How do you
that?
feel about Brittany getting married?
Oh,
See, that's how I go.
I mean, I feel like the same way I feel like anybody else get married is her right.
Right. See what I'm saying? And I said I would
Oh,
rather talk about Justin Bieber's sleepy face.
His what?
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Can we get to that in a minute? Okay, so look, the Britney Spears
Right.
thing.
He
Okay.
doesn't have a
I just
sleepy face. I'm sorry. Don't try to cancel Bill with Nora because I'm on her channel talking shit. He does not have a sleepy face. He has a condition, and we'll get into it. Don't cancel View Lenore.
Oh my gosh.
Did she say he had a what
We're
kind of
gonna talk
face?
about it in a minute, Cubon. Can we talk about Britney Spears right this
No,
second, please?
we don't give a damn about Britney.
I
More
don't want
power
to talk
to her.
about Britney.
Oh my
She needs to get the cobwebs knocked
gosh.
off that
She
thing.
is free and
She's been
happy,
locked
and
up for
she's
so
trying
long.
to live her life and probably have another kid
Yeah.
because she lost the one that she had.
Yes. All I
Everybody,
wanted to say about
hashtag
Britney.
leave Britney alone.
All I
Yeah.
wanted to say
Hashtag
about.
let
Oh, now y'all
Britney
want to.
get some
Now y'all
deep.
got shit to say. Okay, go
Let
ahead.
Britney live.
Hashtag give her some deep.
Oh, what? Wait, what?
What you say?
Hashtag let Britney get some deep.
Yeah, Brittany,
Yeah,
get
that is
Brittany
what
up.
she said. That's, I thought that she said something different, but that is what she
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, by her getting a man, that means she got some in house. Let
She
that
been
girl
She's
having
live.
in house
married.
because she was just pregnant,
Oh,
and she just
well,
lost the
let her
baby.
get some legal deep, as my grandma would
She
say. All
just
that
got
other
She got
stuff.
married.
pregnant after she, yeah, was legally allowed to. She wasn't legally allowed to get pregnant.
She was not legally allowed to get pregnant. Are you
Yes,
How
kidding
she
that's
me?
wasn't
right.
legally? She got two other kids, don't she?
Yeah, but they put when that's why she had to get out of the conservatorship. They would not allow her to get pregnant. They had an IUD in her, and they would not allow her to take it out until court ordered or her guardians allowed her to.
And that's the cost of fame, and that's the cost of being around all these Hollywood
That's the
weird
cost of being
people.
around some devils.
And I'm just saying, whenever you get involved in all that and you have this money, just like what Wendy Williams is going through, man, please, let me take my $1.25 and split this motherfucker the way I want to. I ain't think. Listen, that's too much.
What? And she gonna cut it down with some coupons.
Yes, I absolutely am. They ain't gonna be locking my money up and me up and lock my uterus up too.
She's from her $1.25. She's still gonna have 50 cents left because she'll use like 6 coupons and a double coupon.
Mm-mm.
They lock that girl's uterus up. Do you know that ain't right?
I know it ain't. It's terrible. They wouldn't let her get married. She had to get permission. They wouldn't let her get married. They wouldn't let her have a baby. They would tell her when she had to work. They would tell her when she had to have vacation. They would tell her when she could eat. They wouldn't allow her out. She wasn't allowed to have her own money. It's a
Yeah,
mess.
that was because his father
That's
was
a
trying to
prison.
finance his lifestyle, and he had to keep her working and responsibility free so that she was eligible to keep financing his lifestyle.
Mm.
Well, Summer Breeze said, "Fuck us tonight, but she gonna love us tomorrow." All because we said the little girl was black. What
She
the
is
hell is
black.
she, Summer Breeze?
And
I
then, okay, now let's go to Justin Bieber. I learned today about his situation. I think I forgot what they called it.
did he have?
Something Ramsey.
It's called Bell's palsy. I've
He
had it.
does not have Bell's palsy.
No,
He
it's
has
not Bell's
something
palsy.
called something Ramsey. They
Ooh.
had taken him through different things, but it's something Ramsey disease, and
Oh.
it's some kind of nerve um, paralysis that he has in his face, and he can't blink out of one eye, and
Ramsey Hunt.
he can't smile either, huh?
Ramsey Hunt.
That's the same thing that happened to me when I had Bell's palsy, though.
Yeah, but Bell's palsy is a virus. They don't know for
Right.
sure that he will ever regain his.
Yeah,
Oh.
he has paralysis on the left side of his face
Yeah,
or the right, depending on how he took the selfie. I don't know.
yeah. So, yep, it's unfortunate, and I have an ear condition, and when I mentioned before that when I got my first ear surgery, the way it was described, it was like you have this ear disease. It's called cholesteatoma. It was like if you don't get this surgery as soon as possible, it can cause paralysis. Basically what is described by Justin Bieber is what they told me. If I didn't hurry up and get this ear surgery, this disease was going to just erode my nerve for this side, and that was that's my left side of my face. So it's so funny when I heard that, and then I looked up, the symptoms or whatever. Or the way it was described was it stems, this nerve runs from the ear all the way through the jaw or something like that. I was like, oh wow. So yeah, that hit home for me. I hope he is able to regain it. And they say one thing about nerve damage, there's no natural remedy or even medical remedy for rejuvenating, for what do you call it? Replenishing or rejuvenating of the nerve. It has to just do it naturally. And for some, it could be, days, weeks, months, years.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, really, BTV mentioned it
Not
on her
it's
channel.
not brain related.
Huh? What
It's
you
not
say?
like brain related, like neurology or anything.
Is it
No,
neurological?
I don't think this one is. This one just says it runs from the ear to the, I forgot, through the sinuses or something like that. But no, not this one. But it's funny you mentioned that because yeah, there is something else like that with the brain. I remember my father. Hey, really big. Yeah, really big was sharing a previous experience of her own with having nerve damage, and I have nerve problems. Well, I have fibromyalgia, so that's a nerve situation. But I remember when my dad had a brain tumor. That's what he passed away from. But I remember the way we figured out he had this brain tumor was his vision started changing, right?
Yeah,
And
that was the same thing with my daughter. She had one too.
grow with the vision, and then next thing you know, the larger it would grow, okay, then maybe he couldn't walk or he couldn't raise his hands, like his motor skills started
Hmm.
diminishing or whatever. So I just say that to say that surely there's got to be something where it affects your face, your facial functions and whatnot.
Yeah, 'cause she had it on the on her brain stem. So she had it like right at the bottom where it pretty much like your brain stem pretty much controls everything in your body. So they said if they did the surgery on her, it was called Pontine glioma. They said if they tried to do the surgery to remove the tumor from her brainstem, that they would have possibly had like either ended her life right then and there, or they would have like damaged some type of nerve or whatever to where she wasn't gonna have full mobility. So they decided to do radiation to shrink it down, but they had already let us know that even if they shrunk it down, that it was gonna grow back more aggressively than the first time because nobody knew that. Like I never heard of it until it happened to her,
Hmm.
and they said that it starts growing in children like from birth, and you don't know that the person actually has it until they start going through the change and the symptoms and stuff. But the first thing, it was like she was just like nodding off, like in the middle of like conversations, like a narcolepsy. She would just like nod off, and then she would just be sleeping more. And then she just like started walking in the walls and stuff. Like she used to be a dancer. She used to cheerlead. Like she was very sports oriented, active and stuff like that. And then she just got real slow. She just started like doing things like was like real out of the ordinary. And
Hmm.
then they said her vision, like she couldn't see. Like she would just like put her hands on the front of her like she couldn't see and stuff. So we just like, and then like she just started falling. Like all of a sudden she would just be standing there and then she'd be on the ground. So it was like, what the fuck is happening? So we had to take her to like a brain specialist or whatever, and they just automatically. They at first they didn't even like give us any results. They had the X-rays and the MRI scans and stuff, and then they just told us to go straight to the hospital. And then that's when the like probably like seven surgeons came in and told us, you know, the what was going to happen. So
Mm-hmm.
it was crazy because it was like boom, boom, boom. It was like one after the other. Like each symptom just came like right after the other. So when they finally shrunk everything down, like she was herself again. She just, turned back into who she was. She was back in sport. She was
Mm-hmm.
like winning spelling bees and stuff, and she's just
Mm-hmm.
like normal again. Then they gave us the news like, oh well, they did the check or whatever, and she had like what they gave her like maybe 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and she wound up lasting I think 8 months after that.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's kind of well. My dad was passing away, and then we'll switch the subject here, guys. But I was gonna say my dad right when we learned my dad had this tumor.
Thank
Um,
y'all for
Oh my,
let me tell y'all.
Blutify, I didn't know you. If you first of all, my condolences. I did not know about your daughter. Oh my God, I had tears in my eyes over here. I'm so sorry.
yeah,
I'm going on mute again.
we've talked about it over here a couple times.
I,
We've been real
I,
open.
Yeah, but thank
yeah,
you for
I've missed it.
letting me really get into it. I never really got into it before, but thank you. Sis.
Mm, of course. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was just gonna
Your
say.
father.
Yeah, I was just gonna say when we learned about him having this tumor, we noticed that the vision was the situation. Then we learned, oh, okay, this is a tumor. They said he only had 6 months to live. He ended up living 8. But what ended up happening, like they say, okay, he has 6 months to live. About 3 months in, that's when things started diminishing. He went and had radiation, and they were like, okay, we could probably um, extend his life a couple months, but that's it. But it might make things a little easier for him over these next couple months if we did it. So he agreed to do it, and he did the radiation, and so he had started his he could barely walk at that point. But when they had that radiation, about 2 weeks later, that dude was damn near running. I was like, Lord, it was, and I think it gave him a little false sense of hope, like, oh, I'm good now, because it was like he had just come back to life. But it was
Yeah,
short lived.
yeah.
A similar thing. Okay, let me ask y'all this on a lighter note, still kind of medically related. I saw someone dropped it in the chat. I want to say it was Shell Loves. I don't want to misquote, but did y'all hear about that woman who contracted a STD in the back seat of some car that was insured by Geico? So she's suing Geico for $5 million.
Sorry.
What? I mean, did so what? Did the car screw her or what? Like, I don't
Sorry.
understand how it got
Yeah.
the
No,
insurance.
the man screwed her with the STD, but she sued the insurance company.
Oh,
I'm almost sure that that's not in his policy. Like, are you kidding me? She's screwing Geico
I,
because
I can't.
she might as well have screwed the people who made the seat
I can't.
that she got
Oh,
screwed on. She might as well have
oh,
sued them.
I cannot.
People are
Oh,
crazy.
Yes, y'all didn't know this.
oh shit! Nope.
She
I
needs
did
to sue
not
her.
hear that
She
like
needs
that.
to sue herself for not using a condom.
Oh my
Actually, let me
god.
see. I'm gonna see if I can find the thing real quick.
Oh shit! I heard it all now.
It's news.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
this is news we can use, child.
We
Because
can't use this.
if this just works,
Where the fuck we gonna
I
use
might
this?
find me a nigga with chlamydia right now, just in case. That's just curable. Let me see.
How are we supposed to use this?
Can I go
There's
catch
not.
real quick?
There's not even a PSA about this. There's nothing we can use.
I mean, 5 million.
Oh,
Might be worth it.
But Geico though, why? why? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why is the bitch suing Geico?
What? What you say? Crazy.
Why is she suing Geico? Like, what the hell did they do? What? What?
Hold on.
What part did they play? Like, what the
They insured their car.
so? What the fuck?
She should sue the dealership too. I think why she got it.
She didn't shove his shit in her. What the hell?
And the make and model. Who did? Who made the car? Who is the manufacturer?
Oh my god.
Hold
How you
on. Let
gonna
me.
sue the insurance company because you got bad dick?
Well, here it
Wow.
is. I typed in "woman sues" and Geico was the first thing that popped up. Okay, so it says
I wish
Geico.
I could say you couldn't make this shit up, but obviously you can.
No, Geico. This is the title. Geico may have to pay $5.2 million to a woman who got an STD in an insured car. Okay, so it says the Missouri Court
Right.
of Appeals is siding with a woman who won a $5.2 million award against Geico in a case that centers on a unique auto injury claim. The woman says that she contracted a sexually transmitted disease in a Hyundai sedan whose owner was insured by Geico. The woman, identified in court papers as MO, says a man identified as MB infected her with human papillomavirus virus or HPV when they had unprotected sex in his 2014 Hyundai Genesis. She says the man was negligent and didn't tell her about his health diagnosis, despite having a throat cancer tumor that was confirmed to be positive for HPV. Geico had told the woman its auto insurance coverage didn't apply because the damages claimed did not arise out of the normal use of the vehicle. Yes, don't say. Okay. So, how did we get here? The sexual encounters took place in the late 2017. Because the car was covered by Geico at the time, MO says that the company is obligated to compensate her for contracting HPV from its owner in the vehicle, citing medical expenses and her pain and suffering. The two signed an arbitration agreement in March of 2021, agreeing to settle their dispute. Roughly 2 months later, an arbitrator awarded MO 5.2 million, saying that the sum would fairly and justly compensate her. MO went to circuit court in Jackson County, Missouri to enforce the arbitration ruling and won her case.
Wow.
Geico then appealed to the higher state court. The insurance giant said it hadn't been given a chance to defend itself, violating its constitutional rights to due process and access to the courts. But in its ruling this week, two judges in the Missouri Court of Appeals, Western District, said that Geico had numerous chances to act on its own behalf. The judges noted that MO had initially submitted a claim to Geico more than a year ago, and in February of 2021, the woman sent the company a copy of the lawsuit that she was about to file against the insured man. At that time, she also offered to settle the claim for $1 million. The third judge on the appeals panel concurred with the court's ruling, but he also said Geico hadn't been given a meaningful opportunity to participate in the suit before the judgment was rendered. So Geico is also fighting the large award in federal court because MO has now won three victories in Missouri. But in April 2021, Geico sued both MO and MB in federal court, asking the court to rule that the insurance company isn't liable for the woman's being infected with HPV, and that it doesn't have a duty to defend the man from her claims against him. That's crazy. Now they suing their own client.
Oh hell no. To the no, no, no. To the no, no, no.
Honey,
Where
clearly
are
I'm
we?
doing something wrong.
Where
All these
are
grievances,
we? Like, where the fuck do we live now?
right? Clearly we are doing something
Unless
wrong
the
because
bitch fucked the gear shift in the
all these
car,
daggone grievances I have,
woo,
I need to be in the court. I got a lot of suits I need to
and,
file. They
and
cutting
got
up.
fucking gangrene or some shit from her fucking something attached to the car. Is nowhere in hell she should be suing the the car insurance people.
Is that the
Like
only time they have sex? I
we
guess
don't
it
have
is.
Fidelity. We don't have Blue Cross Blue Shield. No, we don't have regular ins- health insurance anymore. We gotta go through the
Girl,
car insurance.
this is
Holy
crazy.
shit!
Yeah, that's insane. But what's even more insane is that
But
she won.
because you
That she
decided
won three
to,
All these
times.
judges keep awarding them.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
because she decided to open ass in the back seat of a car,
Let me go catch
Geico's
me some real quick.
responsible. Holy shit!
And these are elected officials, just as dumb
Holy
as a box
You
of
know
rocks.
what though? I wonder what's the.
holy shit!
Never mind.
I'm fucking stuck right now. This is the first time I'm hearing this, and I'm
You
fucking
didn't
stuck.
know?
I am stuck right now. I cannot fathom for the life of me the whole entire fuck. Is
She
this possible? She won three
Well, she
times.
does have to
Where
live
the
with them for
fuck?
the rest of her life.
What fucking lawyers does she have that this shit actually works?
It works, isn't it? Ciao. Mm-hmm.
So the same dude. Hold on, wait a minute. The same dude that knew what he had
Yeah.
and decided to break this bitch back in the back of his shit, knew that he was going to pass this on. And holy shit, wait, I gotta try to find the words. Because I can't even find the fucking words.
Mm-hmm.
I, I still just want to know how it got to the garbage there. Like, what
It's
the fuck?
amazing. It's pretty amazing. But she does have to live with this forever. So
Well, that's her fault.
yeah.
I don't think that
No,
runs
it's
into.
Geico's fault. Damn
No,
it.
V, 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 V.
Geico
I don't.
Geico is at fault. Okay.
I, I,
$5.2 million at
I
that.
don't. I don't see how her vagina gets a premium. I don't get it. I don't understand.
That either she got some high price punani for real,
Obviously not.
or
If it was in the
he got
back
some
seat of
trash
a
ass
fucking
D.
car.
He got some trash arse D.
If
Okay.
her shit was that high priced, it would have been up in the hotel room and she would have caught it
Not in the
there.
backseat of that Honda, that
Right. She would have
2014
caught it
Honda.
up in the hotel room because the dude is the same. Regardless of the fact, the common denominator is the dude. Whether she was in a high price hotel, whether she was in the Motel 6, whether she was in the La Quinta up the block, whether she was in the back seat of the goddamn shit, whether she was laying on a blanket in the park, whether she was in the pool, in the jacuzzi,
She
she
went
was
to,
still going to contract it. So I want to know why, because she was in the car, is
well,
it
if she had
Geico's
done it
fault?
in the house, but if she had done it in the house, she probably still could have.
It would have been all state's fault.
No, it could have been Geico too, because they probably did the homeowner's insurance with the bundle package. So she probably still would have got it then too. I mean, I
Nah,
don't
they would have sued. They would have sued Ring Door Cam or some shit because
know. Not the ring, not the ring.
because they didn't see it coming. What the fuck? What are we doing?
That was good.
What the fuck? Um,
That's a good one.
this is Confusatron. Fuck are we doing? Oh, now,
Yes.
is there a picture?
Hmm?
Is there a picture of these alleged
Mm-mm.
suspect?
They ain't gonna
Not
show their
suspects,
faces. They go by
but
MO and
victims.
MB in something. Remember
Because
they initial.
I smell white privilege.
Oh, it's
I
white all over it. It's
don't
whitewashed
ask
all
me
over it.
why I think so.
Oh,
Don't
because they
ask
would.
me how I
No nigga
know.
would ever think you could get away with some dumb shit like this. So we wouldn't even try this. This costs too much of our time and precious dollars. We wouldn't share
Our
something with
precious
no
dollars or
bullshit
Geico?
like this. This is straight whitewash. This is a
Are you
white
sure it's
person
our precious
thing.
dollars or is it Geico?
Huh?
I think it's wasting Geico's precious dollars. Because you will fucking never let me work for Geico. Bitch, bye. You better get you and your
Wow.
shriveled coochie the fuck up out of here. Because, bitch, no. You tried it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Uh-oh.
she won. She tried it and
It's
won. That's
medical, so I
wrong.
assume they are protected by HIPAA. Hey, Miss Cruiser.
Three
I was
times.
just Miss Cruiser, I was just thinking about you.
Oh my
um,
God.
she said it's medical, so I assume they are protected by HIPAA. Yeah, yeah, it's a medical
If that's the
situation.
case, HIPAA could kiss all the asses. Because HIPAA should have never let that shit happen.
HIPAA ain't got nothing to do with that. But isn't
Well,
that crazy?
and
That's
neither does
crazy.
Geico. And
Huh?
neither does Geico. Geico ain't got shit to do with it either.
Geico should never have insured a car of a man who would be so irresponsible not to tell a woman what he's got going on. There you have it.
And he's not brought up on charges. He's still just walking around with his shit out and just fucking still poking it in people in different cars now. What the fuck?
In different cars. Oh my god.
Because
A
he had to
mess.
get rid of that one because Geico probably took the fucking assets back.
They
What the
probably
fuck?
blew that mother up.
Confiscated that shit and burnt it. What the fuck?
You know what? You know that meme of Angela Bassett setting that car on fire? That's probably what
Hell
they
yeah.
did to that mother. When they saw that they have to pay $5.2 million to somebody because somebody got screwed in this bad boy, let's blow this sucker all the way up.
If I was that damn lizard, I'd be pissed.
I know. Look, Miss Cruiser said, I bet Geico never thought in a million years that they would be at risk over STD damages. Okay? Not STD
I
damages.
thought I done heard it all,
Mm-mm. Not till the night.
but fucking with the Lenore.
Uh-uh. Who put it
They're
in the chat? Was it you, Shell? Somebody
still
had
make
put it in the chat, and I remembered it because I think when I saw it, I want to say it was on I think it was Seven Stars' community board, but I didn't read it at the time of what the person had. Then I saw it on somebody else on Facebook someplace.
Thank you,
And
Miss
that's
Cruiser.
why
That's what I'm saying. So now when you go get your car checked at the fucking garage, you gotta be lifted up on the shit too.
wait a minute. Or you might need to put your car up in some stirrups and look around this coochie to make sure
Yeah, I
it's.
mean the fucking mechanic is gonna be my gyno now. This is too fucking much.
I thought it
This
was
is
you, Shell.
this is
Oh
too
my
much.
gosh. Yes. The car got to get
I
a medical
know
exam. You got to get a
goddamn
medical exam. Everybody
grease
got to get a
monkey
medical
fucking
exam.
giving prostate exams and giving
Get a pap
fucking pap
smear,
smears and shit.
an oil change.
Fucking WD-40 in my shit. Fuck out of here. Turtle waxing my ass. No, no, no.
Silly.
What's
Oh my
wrong
god.
with
Oh,
people?
speaking of which, okay, did y'all watch P Valley?
No.
Oh.
Can't just change the subject like this. I'm still stuck.
No, wait, did you watch it though?
No.
Do you watch it?
Yeah. I just
Oh,
didn't
okay.
start the new season yet.
Oh darn.
But this
So if
shit got
those
me
of you
thrown.
that watched it, you
I'm
know I was
fucking
thinking
thrown
about
right now. I am fucking stuck on stupid right now. Like I'm trying to gain my intelligence back because this shit just is giving me a
coupon.
migraine.
Why are you so quiet? You must be asleep because you know coupon therapy.
Maybe she is attentive to her patients, like y'all just said
No,
that
this
she
is what
wasn't
this
the other
heifer did
night.
last night. She fell asleep or she did something. Child, we all had to leave. She was still alive. We had to leave. She done drove all the way home in silence, waved at us two, 3 times, and then she get home and left us just hanging. We like, okay, she still ain't gonna talk to us.
Well,
Everybody's like, okay, I'm leaving.
she does kind of do that because the last time she did fall asleep on live when I was up there with her with 5 8 and ZX. So I don't know.
Oh, that's right. This chick, girl, coupon.
I don't
What
know. We
up?
just might have those voices. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna
It
let her
might
go.
it might just
Actually,
it might just be ASMR to her.
white noise,
Yeah, it's just
light skin noise. This is light skin noise. Light
I'm light
skin.
skinned.
I know. I know. So is she.
I'm part of the light skin crew today. Then I go over to with 5 8 and I'm part of the melanin crew over there. Just I could
Whatever.
jump. I'm a jumper.
Oh my God, y'all mess with. I'm about to get off here anyway. Who knew we'd be out here for 4 hours?
You
I
did.
didn't know it. I didn't. I really didn't think so,
Yeah, you
yo.
did. Yeah, you did.
I didn't. I thought a good hour and a half, maybe two, but
No, not with
4.
all these topics you bringing up. Hell yeah, you knew.
I didn't even, and I didn't write none of this stuff down. They just started popping up. I was like, this is great. Okay.
Every time you brought up a new, especially with Coupon up there, every time you brought up a new conversation, you knew it was going to be an hour.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So tomorrow, I
But
think
yeah,
we're gonna come out here
that
tomorrow.
last subject, I'm not going to forget. Now I got to go and do research and
Yeah.
freaking try to get an understanding on what really went wrong with the system. Shit, because this is wrong.
Oh my God. Oh wait, Bluey, tomorrow you gonna be around if we're gonna talk about love and marriage. Wait, are my co-hosts still in the chat? Tweety, Kilolo. Are we talking about the show tomorrow? Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then
They
next
both probably
Friday.
sleep.
Yeah, they both probably are. Firefly, I know you're still up. Where's your people? Um yeah, so I think tomorrow night is when we're gonna do that. So Bluey, I'll tell y'all we need to add you to the Love and Marriage group over on IG. So we'll add you in there.
When does it come on?
It comes on Saturday nights.
Because I always watch it late anyway. I always watch it on the Tuesday.
Maybe we should watch the episode tomorrow and then have a reaction on last week and tomorrow's. Yeah, maybe we can do that. So I'll hit them up. I'll add you to the group.
I didn't even
And
see last week's.
huh?
I didn't even see last week's because when did we have the discussion? We had it on
That
what?
was Friday. So watch.
Right, and then it
You
was
have two
supposed to come
episodes
on
to
that
watch.
Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even see it on there. Because I usually go to the own website and then watch it from there.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't see it on there.
yeah. So it came on last week. Yes, last Saturday.
So then
So
I
watch.
gotta watch last week's and tomorrow's episode.
Yep.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Yay.
If it's stupid, I'm not coming to talk about it.
Yes, you are. You are gonna come and talk about it. And then you heard me
What?
say
Just to
that.
tell you how much stupid it is?
Yeah, you can. Plus, I told you that. Were you in here when I said that Speak with Marcella is going to come and join us next Friday when we do
Who
it?
that is?
She she has a platform out here, but she interviewed Miss Wanda last week after that
Oh
fight.
hell.
So she interviewed Wanda, and I put that video of her interview with Miss Wanda in the group chat. So I'll put it out when I add you. You'll see it. So watch that interview too if you have time. And
Yeah, so I
well, you don't have
definitely
to
come
watch
up there
that till
because
next week.
I got a roasting gag Miss Wanda, so
Yeah, that's fine. So
yeah,
anywho,
yeah,
so
we'll see
that's
what happens.
tomorrow, huh?
I say yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, cool, cool
All
beans.
right,
All right, thank
coupon night
you.
night.
Coupon already night,
I
Josh.
know night night.
bye,
Uh,
bye,
stop,
Bluey.
don't drool on the keyboard. Put your phone on the
She's either
charger.
look, she's either asleep or driving, one or the other. Okay,
Whatever. Put your phone on the charger. Get home safe. Go to bed safe. Wake up safe.
right.
All right, B. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Coupon. Bye, coupon. Oh gosh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, y'all, I will see you guys tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna hit up Kilolo and Tweety and see if we can come out here maybe around like 9:30 tomorrow after we've seen Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then we'll come out here and review the two shows. And then next Friday we'll have our special guest before the next show. So, with that said, first and foremost, let me thank everybody who gave super chats tonight. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you to my beautiful moderators. Fedora, I think you were holding it down in the chat tonight. I don't think No Your Own Worth was here tonight, but Coupon, you know how she gets when she's up here. So thank you to her too, though, for being one of the co-hosts this evening. To my beautiful V-style makers, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here tonight, and I look forward to seeing all of you guys tomorrow. Get some rest and peace and blessings to all. Smooches.